Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have a special guest with us. You'll know him, you love
Yep.
him, you've heard of him, probably.
No one loves me.
Speedrunner0218.
I'm just here as a guest for a little bit. I have to do my own stream in an hour.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll probably start before you and finish after you.
Maybe. Inform us of this great Pokemon.
We are playing Rhyhorn today. Rhyhorn, not good. I am pretty sure everybody knows that. However,
What?
you know what's great? Getting coverage that you can't use. So you see Thunderbolt, Thunder, and Fire Blast. They're useless. As you can probably tell from the little stats chart here, we have 30 special. You multiply that by 2, you get 60 special. That would be a super effectiveness. You multiply that by 4, let's say Gyarados. That's 120. Well, I gotta tell you, that's still not all that impressive considering I could use Rock Slide on a Gyarados. So, at no point will Thunderbolt ever be useful in the entire run.
Not even on the Slowpoke?
Ironically, that is the only place it could be useful, but that's only regular super effectiveness, which would be 60 power, which would mean that Body Slam would just be stronger than Thunderbolt. Then you get...
Yeah, the problem is Slowpoke have better defense than special defense.
Yeah, then you get to Fire Blast, which, once again, there aren't really any 4 times weaknesses to fire. So, that really sucks. So, Fire Blast, also not great. This run is basically going to be a real bad run because we're not going to have the greatest coverage. Our coverage is actually going to be Dig, and Earthquake for a very long time. Until, I believe, after we defeat Giovanni, in which we teach over Dig and use Mimic. After that, it's pretty much just luck. Just get through. Hopefully we get a little bit better luck than Gym Leader Matt did with 12 levels higher than him. The hard part will be figuring out if we will outspeed. I think we will. The run's going to play out the beginning of the run pretty much the same way Matt's did, so I can't imagine it will be too big of a difference. Although, ironically, for his rival 4-split in his testing, he was 1 faster than his actual run, so stat XP matters apparently. So in order to counteract the stat XP, we're just going to arrive at some of the bigger levels. Some of the bigger battles 1 level higher than Matt did, which will definitely cost us in time. But in a run where my over-under is 2 hours, I don't think time is going to be an enormous factor. We'll see.
Zealous Pawn keeps trying to tell us that, no, just use some candies for Misty. You can train later.
Here's the thing.
We're going to do all that training.
If Zealous Pawn were playing this run, he would go for extraordinarily fast luck-based strats. And I'm cool with that. He'd probably try and find out a way to, I don't know, use Mimic early or something. I'm just going to have to go with the tried and true method. This is slow level upgrade Pokemon with 30 speed. And having the absolute worst luck with Lorelei. I really don't think there's much you can do to improve your Lorelei battle other than just like get some lucky I don't want to say, well, actually you have to get a miss on Cloyster. You have to 2-shot it with Rock Slide, and therefore you can take Amnesia from Slowbro. Matt had a really unlucky time with the Slowbro. Apparently the Slowbro got like 3 or 4 crits on him. Slowbro. On his setup turns, which is really unfortunate. But
The slow critter versus the slow critter.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I don't really think there's any way to improve this run. Of course, there's gonna be plenty of ways to do it if you route it out, but we're just gonna play 2 runs. Whatever we get, we get. I don't want to play this more than 2 times. If someone wants to beat me, by all means, go for it. Right now, I think I don't even think J Rose has done this run. I only saw Matt's video when I googled it. I would just
I know J Rose did Ride On.
yeah. I usually use J Rose just for Brock, just to figure out what he did for Brock, and then just kind of laugh at what he does at the Elite Four. But unfortunately, I didn't have that today. Even this is the run even J Rose is putting off till the very, very end. Anyways, go ahead and swap over. Oh right, we've got a very, very gray theme today.
Why is the trainer so red?
The trainer is always red. If you didn't know, in the
I'm going to hurt you.
No. Here's the thing. The over here, this light and dark. I don't know what the dark one is, but I know the red one is the trainer color. So you can. That's all it is. This left one, it's the trainer color. So I just always have it red. I like red. Red is my favorite color. I have 2 t-shirts that are exactly like this, just straight up red. So I'm cool with the trainer always being red permanently. And I think it's ironic because it's blue version.
Oh, looks like J Rose did you Rhyhorn a year ago.
Aw, I could have watched his run. Darn it.
I'll see what he did for Brock.
I'm sure it's level 15. There's not much of a difference you can do. It's you have heart attack. It's not like you're dealing with Lear.
No,
Right.
he's 13.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started.
He's using struggle strats on him.
I could see how struggle strats would be a thing to take less damage against Bide, but you're also going to be taking more damage against yourself, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Anyways, thank you.
How does... Oh, sorry.
Welcome everybody in the vertical chat. We are going to be going ahead and playing Rhyhorn today. Not going to be a fun run. Let's go ahead and check out the community post for our nickname before we go ahead and get started. If you guys don't know, I run a community post every week. If you guys want your nickname selected, or at least in the running to be selected, make sure to comment on the post. Today's choices are Rhino from Annie C, Horny Rye by Superfly, Stompy by Michael Vaughn, and Rock Steady from John Calabro. I think so. Interestingly enough, I think I got Superfly's nickname. I think he picked it because we were recently doing Pokemon Stadium, and in Pokemon Stadium they love going first half, last half names. they take the first half of the last name, first half, and stick it at the end of the name, and that's how they can swap different move sets and whatnot. Each Pokemon in there, I believe, is a different Pokemon actually. All right. Anyways, so I think we're gonna go ahead and go with Stompy for run number 1 because it's 6 letters. And I think we're going to go with Rhino on run number 2. Although, I'm probably going to forget that because run number 2 is 2 hours from now. It'll be a little while. All right.
Zealous Pawn's trying to say, I'm trying to save you some pain. Getting to 31 is going to be brutal. Getting from 58 to 59 in the late game isn't bad with Victory Road trainers.
Does he not know that level 59 actually includes the Victory Road trainers already?
I'm going to tell him you're already fighting them anyway.
No, they're already included.
Most trainers.
I think it's all of them except for the trainer in the room with the Moltres. Hello,
you mean you in my ROM hack?
Hello, Mr. Gamer. Welcome to the stream. All right, so first run is Stompy. And starter timer now. All right.
Zealous Pawn just trying to. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say he's trying to make you cheat. He's saying I'd be tempted to try intentional blackout grinding against Blaine for training, and then I said that's illegal. He's like, oh dang it, I always forget.
Yeah, that would actually be quite a big difference. Plus, in a run like this one, I think if you were to blackout grind on Rival 1A, you could also probably save quite a bit of time. Hey, Boss KO, welcome to stream. Strap in, we're gonna be here a while. I think getting to Brock, I think it was almost 1 hour for Gym Leader Matt. So that would equate to 15 minutes on my run.
Maybe.
But
also, oh, sorry.
He's at 3 times speed, I think, and I'm at 4 times speed. So that's not exactly apples for apples comparison.
No, it's not. But I looked at J-Rose in the Lance fight. He was level 73 for that fight, but I noticed the Gyarados was still outspeeding him. And I think the only difference there was that I'm pretty sure J-Rose just uses random DVs, just whatever he gets, he has to deal with it.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't like set his stats.
He resets a few times to get the right DVs, but still not perfect.
Yeah. So that kind of shows, like, if we were running like an average Rhyhorn, you would need like a couple extra levels.
Agreed.
You know, I really like how we do this new method for training in the forest. You go straight to the final bug catcher, heal in pewter, fight in the wild till you're like level 8 or 10 or something, and then you fight the bug catchers.
I don't think
Like,
this is new.
I remember
This is
before,
just something I always
it's new
do.
to me.
Oh.
It's new to me.
The reason why I've always done this is because the one bug catcher's got the Kakuna, and unfortunately, that's hard. Also, if you've ever done a run like Jinx, where your only PP is 10 PP of double slap, then you start to realize that you need all of your PP in order to beat a 3 Pokemon trainer. So it's...
Well, the reason it's new to me is because I always fight the trainers, then I do the wild, because I keep thinking I have to do the better XP trainers first. But no, if you just save them later, it makes them a lot better. You get the same amount of XP anyway.
Right.
So yeah, it's new to me.
I do see the argument though for Rival 1A, because I mean, just kind of like where like Scott's Rock Tunnel skip in Gen 2, I don't have any actual proof or evidence. It's just gut feeling. But my gut feeling is that doing Rival 1A after you've already been to pewter takes the same amount of time as if you were to just knock out Pokemon in the forest, because you only need 3 Metapods and a Caterpie to simulate walking all the way back to Viridian, battling Rival 1A, then walking all the way back to pewter. The walking back to pewter, I think, is the time you're actually people forget about when they're...
I think it's...
Yeah.
I think fighting the optional rival is faster if you're able to fight him before the forest, which not many Pokemon can do.
Yeah, it usually goes down to a power thing. If you have a high power move.
Yeah.
Like Rhyhorn here does have a high power move. Unfortunately, Horn Attack isn't... It's not like... What should I put it? If it were Arcanine and I had Takedown, I would go for it, because Takedown's 90 power. Horn Attack's 65. It's a little bit different. Also, being slow means that the Pidgey is going to get to go first, and if the Pidgey gets to go first, it has the first chance to use Sand Attack. So that's one more opportunity to get Sand Attacked. Plus, it really depends on which rival you decide to face. Some of them are worse than others. I have the worst rival. The grass rival is the worst rival. The reason why is if you get Sand Attacked by the Pidgey, you're going to miss a lot. And the thing is, Bulbasaur sucks. Bulbasaur is actually not really going to beat you, like, ever. But Bulbasaur has Leech Seed. So, Bulbasaur doesn't need to hit you to beat you. Bulbasaur just needs to wait you out. That's what the Pidgey's there for. So, if you're picking a Pokemon like, I don't know, Cubone or something, and I don't know, you pick the water guy or like the water one, that one's got bubble. Bubble's gonna wreck you. So really the easiest one to beat is usually Charmander, and Charmander is like got Ember. So
I don't think the Rival 1A starter has the third move.
one of them doesn't have the third move. I don't know which one, but I know for a fact the grass one is Leech Seed. I don't know which one of the other ones has it. I actually think Ember's the one that doesn't have it. So I swear
teams.
I've seen Bubble before, but I don't recall ever being hit by Ember.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Bulbasaur has Leech Seed, Squirtle has Bubble, Charmander does not have Ember because Ember's level 9.
Does Struggle have 100% accuracy?
Yeah.
I just got a Gen 1 miss on Struggle.
Man, that's something no one ever gets to see.
On the first turn of Megapod, too.
Oh, you know a fun fact? I remember when I was doing my Leaf Green Smeargle run a very long time ago, I was trying to plan out the early game. I was planning to go to the optional rival and sketch like Bubble or Vine Whip or something, whatever the starters had. And I looked on Bulbapedia to see if they had the moves, and it told me they did. But then when I went there and I tried to sketch the move, they didn't have it. So Bulbapedia literally lied to me and it messed up my whole route. Because I was planning to like sketch Bubble from the Squirtle, but in Fire Red Leaf Green, the starters don't have their third move, I guess to make the fight easier.
Yeah,
that made me really mad.
I don't think any of them are perfect. I know that Cerebi is the most perfect as far as like individual Pokemon, but Cerebi's Elite Four teams are wrong. The champions Pokemon are in the wrong order. But like you just mentioned, Bulbapedia, obviously that one was wrong. I think it's that people made it 20 years ago, and they were probably fine with that's close enough.
I'm curious if it's still incorrect. I'm gonna look.
I know Cerebi's incorrect. We checked that one like a month ago.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Oh no, they did fix it.
Hey, I got a question. Do you have thoughts on training here versus the patch, like just north of the forest?
Oh boys, Steve's gonna let you have it now.
Okay, so the patch north of the forest is good if you want an extra speed or two in stat XP. I know Scott has tried so long to convince people that the grass patch up there is good enough. I've seen in real time via races with Pokemon way long ago when we actually used to play bad Pokemon in randomizers. No, not the randomizers. No, I don't remember what Pokemon it was.
The old backboards. It was the old backboards.
Yeah, the old backboards. I watched in real time. It's real small, like minuscule. Like you'll get 5 XP behind, then you'll get like 10 XP behind, then you get like 30 XP behind per level up, and you just watch it happen.
Yeah, like here's like an example. Like the Pidgey gets 20 XP or something. Like
you're absolutely right though. If you want stat XP, because even though they're almost the same amount of XP, you do get more battles up there.
Yeah, it did matter though for your Dragon Nuzlocke because Dratini needed a little bit extra speed for Brock.
Yep.
And that one extra speed mattered. But yeah, no, here's the thing. Like, if each Pidgey gives, like, 20 XP, like, in the amount of time it takes you to fight, like, 3, like, level 2 to 3 Pidgeys, the person in the forest could have fought 1 Kakuna and, like, 1 Caterpie and be on even footing. Plus, you could, if you do it long enough, you could get, like, 3 Metapods in a row. If you do it long enough. And then, the person training up north will be far behind. Like, I kept trying to do the north of Viridian Forest grass, and every time I do it, it feels like I've always been slower. You always did the training before I did. Like whenever we trained for Brock.
I wish they stuck like a Pidgey or something like they did in yellow Pidgeotto up there in like yellow.
Oh yeah.
Like yellow. Interesting.
Well, Steve,
I didn't realize you could change your
voice
so easily.
Audience. Good one.
I can make the Stitch voice.
All right, I gotta go do father stuff. I'll pop back in later.
All right.
All right.
All right. I have to prepare for my stream 38 minutes, and I plan to go out and get some food real quick. So I'll come back and when I get my food, and I'll stick around till my stream starts.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
All right. Welcome, Rhyhorn, and welcome, Fortnite Kid, if you're still there. We're still training. We have got one move, Horn Attack. That's not changing until level 30. So we have to kind of get lucky on Brock. We have to get a lot less bides than usual. If anyone wants to know when we stop training, when the XP indicator to the bottom middle of the card says 409 and we're at level 14, will I teach Surf? Can't. Literally can't. That's a Rhyhorn or Rhydon exclusive. But even if it could, I wouldn't. The hardest matchup in the game is there are two battles that are the hardest matchups in the game. It's Lance, and Gym Leader Matt kind of already gave me the blueprints on how to beat Lance, or at least how to outspeed Lance Gyarados. So with that being solved, it really goes down to Lorelei, and I think arriving one level higher at Lorelei. Actually, it won't even be one level higher. A difference is I'm actually going to be picking up the... oops, I cannot battle this. That would kill me. I will be battling the power plant. I will be going to the power plant where I will be picking up that one rare candy. So, unlike Matt, I will have 12 rare candies, and he had 11. And ironically, that will make the difference. That one rare candy means that Matt had a rare candy before Lance. That one candy will allow me to rare candy before Lorelei. All right, we're real close to 409. The thing about vitamins is, as you can already see, our vitamin meter is going down very quickly. Oops, I forgot to save. We're already at 9 vitamins to speed. Not shocking. All right, there we go. We got our level up, 15. Now we just kind of pray for a low amount of bides. But yeah, most of this run just sucks. We have to battle like every single trainer that exists in the game, which is just miserable. Three damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, 2 damage. Well, we got pretty lucky with later defense curls rather than earlier defense curls. Oh, but that's pretty unlucky with that bide. Thank you for the screech. Tackle. Okay, we need a few more. At least like 3 more. Ooh, we might first try this. Oh, we're gonna be real close. Yes! First try. Oh, we're not gonna be able to duplicate that on the second run. Yeah, here's the thing, John. The thing about this run is this is a run where you need to be level 70 whatever for the Elite Four, but we have to be level 70 in the slow level up group, which is something I have never done before. Like, if you go over my leaderboard, there have been plenty of runs with slow level up group Pokemon that required lots and lots of training. Never has there been a run that has required this much training. Most runs that require level 70 are medium fast or medium slow. So this one has all of that training of the medium fast and medium slow run, but also more training. And believe it or not, the slow level up group is so much slower than the other ones. Holy, is it slower than the other ones. Glad everybody has joined in on today's run. That'll make it less alone. There have been a few runs where it's long, painful, and without a lot of chat. At least we won't have that today. That's good. All right, I have that we want to get out of the cave at level 20. The red is always red. It's always red. And the reason why is because there's one palette that controls that color. And I just made it always red. So, even though we're playing blue version, our overworld sprite will always be red. I'm never changing that one ever again. The bottom left color, I still haven't figured out exactly what it is, but it's pretty much always black. I haven't really messed with it. I did make it a different color for quite a few streams, actually. Until I got... Oh, wow, that's a rare Clefairy right there. Quite a few streams before I figured out the whole red thing. Now I only changed 2 colors. Like, you can see on the Rhyhorn, there's a brown, or there's like a lightish brown, and there's like a darkish gray. Those are the 2 colors I changed. Basically, what I did was I took I went to the internet, I googled the Rhyhorn sprite, and the Rhyhorn sprite is super brown. Like, in every single Rhyhorn sprite is like super brown. So I grabbed... Oh, crap. Please one shot. Please one shot. Okay. Oh, should not have done that. That is, that's that meme right there where Hagrid goes, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I basically just changed the two colors every run now. So we're going to go... We need a nickname for this ether. Since this ether never ever gets grabbed, I was thinking we could call this the Lost Ether. So money matters in this run, so I grabbed that TM. Sure, John. If you've got the time and you're not busy, absolutely you can join. First come, first serve. Anybody who's in the Speed and Steve race chat disappears into the ether. I like that one. It's a little bit long though. Okay, I'm curious if I should stop battling these Zubats. I resist normal moves, so even a Hyper Fang crit, as you just witnessed, did not do that much damage. think we'll call it the Lost Ether. Because the other thing is your nickname is is like an action, which can be confusing. Usually people only pick up the Lost Ether if it's a really, really bad run. Oh, come on, poison. Okay, well, at least we got the Paris. I'm pretty sure we'll make it. Actually, it doesn't matter if we make it.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, wait, hold on. Goldeen Trainer only has hack and moves that cannot hurt me.
Yeah, pretty easy kill.
I believe the Horsey Trainer's got
he
Bubble and
Bubble.
Tackle?
And withdraw on the shoulder.
Tackle withdraw, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, we're one level higher than Matt for the rival, but unfortunately we will never ever be able to outspeed this Pidgeotto, so if we get stand attacked, it is what it is.
Attacks.
The nice thing is we don't take a lot of damage. The problem is the Bulbasaur here can hit us with Vine Whip, which would really suck. And now we've been hit by Leech Seed.
And Growl.
And Growl, yes. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad.
You got lucky. One Vine Whip and you'll probably
I think we can survive one Vine Whip, but definitely not two.
Well, you can use one, so you're lucky.
Right, right.
This Nugget Bridge is pretty easy, right?
Yeah, I think all the way up to the Oddish Trainer is very, very easy. There's one trainer, but I think the Slowpoke only has Confusion. I don't think it has Water Gun. I think when I think Water Gun, I think of
it's only Confusion.
Your Own Run, where you teach it Water Gun.
The only hard one is the girl right before Bill's house is gone Ish.
Yeah, and that is only hard in the Ammonite Kabutops run or Ammonite Kabuto runs because you have to defeat her with Water Gun.
Yep.
Whereas Horn Attack will probably one-shot her, no problem.
Yep, as long as you don't miss.
All right, so according to my notes, our next thing that we need to worry about is level 30 for Rival 3. We need to pick up every single ether available. And those ethers are going to be used, like the Death Ether and the Life Ether will both be picked up, and they will both be used on the training up to Rival 3.
I was gonna say, you gotta skip Miskins.
Absolutely. I have written down Misty's level 31, and that's to speed tie the Staryu at 38. I don't want to speed tie. I want to win. So I'm thinking level 32 for Misty, but we'll see. Either level 32 or 39 speed, whichever one comes first.
How much pain is this run going to be compared to, say, some of the other runs? Like, what is this one even?
All the pain. All the pain. This one's going to be worse, probably worse than Venonat.
Is this like going to be your second worst one after Ditto?
It's hard to say because Matt got a in-game time of 4 hours and 59 minutes, which is impossible for me to get because he's playing at 3 times speed. But regardless, I'm still predicting that I might get like a 5 hour and 45 minute time. And if I get a 5 hour and 45 minute time, then that would not be last place. Oh, one horn attack short.
Oh my goodness.
I did not want to have to go back and heal. It's just all the overtraining. I don't think I did this much training in the Kabuto Ammonite runs, so I'm probably a lot higher level than I was back then.
True, but then they got higher specials, and Misty's not a problem for them.
Misty was definitely a problem. I had to go get Body Slam.
No, I mean they compare Rhyhorn. Like, cause was neutral, right?
Yeah, but she sees the rock typing and always picks the water moves.
This will be the main move for a longest time, Gig. Scott was saying something the other day about replacing Gig with Earthquake using escape ropes instead.
Yes, you can do that. It can be done. I've never looked into it, but it's not a hard thing to do.
Just remembering to get the escape ropes, isn't it?
Yes. The remembering the escape ropes is the hard part. I agree. Okay. Antidote. Balls. 1, 4, nugget. Grade 45. Great ball. Alright. And 5 repels.
It's a fire sale.
Alright. This is something Matt didn't do on his run. He used the ether while he was training east of the SSN. And the thing is, if you grab TM08 first, then that's 10 more PP you have to work with the ether. So you don't have to be as perfect with your PP.
Oh yeah, not a bad idea. Can I ask, like, obviously you're probably never gonna, because most of these solar runs you won't need to, but is the Giglet cave ever worth training on?
I don't think the yields are very good. I don't remember.
I mean, most of the time you don't ever have to worry about it, but I was thinking like on a casual playthrough where you got a full team of 6. Yeah.
Joss Yankee? Yeah, I agree. We should not have beaten the Elite Four, but you know, sometimes it pays to know a little thing or two about Gen 1. Like I mentioned, the other guy that I watched prior to me playing. I watched him play a lot. Like a lot. Like I didn't watch him just start from beginning to end. Like one time I watched him play beginning to end like 3 times. And he was way worse than me. And as I mentioned, he focused more on the moves aspect. I focused more on the stats aspect. And it really makes a difference knowing Pokemon a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of figured out Articuno worked out. We tried the Jinx thing. We figured out the Jinx thing. We knew Jinx's defense was bad, but we figured its offense was worth it. And then when we found out its offense was not worth it, then we pivoted.
And Articuno's got such good special in Gen 1.
Oh man,
I
150? That was nuts.
Yeah. I forget that because in Gen 2 they gave it a higher special defense and lower special. So the special split actually harms Articuno worse in Gen 2.
Agreed.
If they left it with the higher special, I think people would like Arjun better. Like special attack, I mean. I was going to say, with the painful watching the drive bread play Pokemon is so painful sometimes.
Yeah. It's sad to say that I watched the vast majority of his solo runs before I saw Scott. It was basically, I watched all of J Rose's runs, and it's like, oh well, I guess we're gonna watch Madrybread. He was the only one who ever did any runs.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
crap.
between him and J Rose.
Oh crap. I think I may not have saved, but yeah. Well, okay, we're 2 battles back. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, even now though, like the worst is actually watching his later gens, like when he does like Gen 4 onwards. He just forgets. Like, well, he doesn't forget, he just doesn't know, right? Like, he was using, I think it was Rain Punch on a Psychic type or something. I was like, why? Use Return. You know, it's just stuff like that. You're watching, you're like, oh. And he's like, oh, this run's impossible. And I'm like, no way Reggie Gigas is impossible. You know, regardless of the generation. Like, he gives up too easy.
I think
Also,
back when I watched him, I think the only run I ever saw him give up was Eevee, because he didn't know about the bide thing.
that's true. If only Eevee learned Gig, it would make the run so much easier.
Okay, this is probably a mistake. I probably should have bought a few super potions earlier, but I was greedy.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot I think it was like Gen 4 or Gen 5, he gave up, and I'm like, and I asked Speed about it, and Speed's like, no, that's easily possible. I think Speed gets more annoyed about the dry bread than other people.
I haven't watched his videos ever since I saw Scott.
Yeah, Scott's a lot different though.
Well,
like,
the other thing is it took a really, really long time to catch up on Scott's videos.
Yeah.
'Cause when I discovered Scott, he already had like 70 or 80 videos. It took a really long time to catch up.
I actually found him quite early. I watched. It must have been about 5 videos in or something like I thought Scott, but I actually kind of prefer his earlier stuff to some of his newer ones. But that's only because he changes the rules. You know, like the Wild Encounter and Mount Moon. I really can't stand that part. That's alright. Each to their own. Everyone's got their own rules.
DOS Yankee, yes. I do plan on doing Stadium 2 starting next week. I think Stadium 2 is going to be a lot harder.
Yep. Some cases will be easier. Like the earlier gyms, they only got one fight between them and the gym leader.
I don't think it's going to be harder because like the enemy teams are harder. I think it's harder because there's just more bad Pokemon. There's like, you know, Quillfish that doesn't evolve, Smeargle that's useless. Like there's just more bad choices.
Well, the items are going to make a difference too. Like they all
Maybe.
have no items. Like all the gym leaders have, and some of them are actually quite good.
Oh wow, I outsped the Pidgeotto. Sweet.
Yeah, you know, one you're going to have probably much trouble with, and it's only purely because of the randomizer, is I reckon Jasmine.
Oh,
She's gonna steal you for
somehow I'm
Jasmine.
in the same level as Matt. But I didn't. Well, I guess I did the same amount of trainers.
Well, you got one more trainer to fight at Misky's gym. Still haven't fought that.
Yeah, but that's not going to get me one level.
Some training in Giggles Cave. I don't know.
No, we're just gonna have to go for it. We're 38 speed, which means we're gonna speed tie the Staryu.
Alright, well, this is pain.
It's not as bad as you'd expect. We can actually survive one bubble beam. Oh, we outsped the Staryu. Perfect. Now, bubble beam crit's the only thing we need to worry about, or an X defend.
Oh, you won here. Wow.
Yeah, we got a water gun, which Matt got an unfortunate bubble beam crit, but you can win with anything but bubble beam crit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's.
How about if she done X defend right first? Oh, I guess you could then just do it.
Items.
If she done water gun and then done X defend and then you hit, I guess it was from that.
I don't know if we can knock it out with dig plus X defend. Oh, also because of the whole ether body slam thing, I now have extra ethers. Unfortunately, these trainers are garbage.
Hey, Speed.
Hey, what's up?
This guy.
He got the luckiest Misty.
No, it's not the luck. Well, yes, I guess in theory that one water gun not crit is the luckiest Misty possible.
Isn't that the only way to win?
No, you can win with a bubble beam.
Oh.
That's just how overleveled we are.
Thing is,
all right, well, I just came by to say hi. I got my food, but I have to start my other stream, so have fun being with John, I guess.
All right.
Have a good one, Speed.
All right, we gotta be level 36 for Rival 4.
Yeah, I'm only warning you because the second run might not go that well.
No, the second. Well, here's the thing. It all goes down to Lorelei. So really, no matter what kind of hardships we face along the way, it all goes down to Lorelei. So it really doesn't matter if we get one reset here, one reset there.
What about Lance?
Well, I shouldn't say my routing. In Gym Leader Matt's routing, I outspeed the Gyarados, and I can knock it out with Rock Slide.
How do you outspeed the Gyarados?
By being level 72. So basically being over-leveled, extremely over-leveled.
Oh, wow.
I mean, to be fair, it's not extremely over-leveled. It's just as over-leveled as any other Pokemon at this point in the game. Like, I've done plenty of runs where I finished at 72. The difference is this Pokemon's a slow level up group, 72, so it's over-leveled.
How did you deal with Marowak? Because I don't think you were 72 for that one. You just have to hope for...
Two Hydro Pump misses.
Wow.
Yeah, that one, not so good. I didn't even remember what Pokemon this girl had. And clearly, she's not worth battling.
I never remember her either.
Oh, wait. Save here. Use it to repel after. Nice.
How often have you lost here? Is it usually because you get hit by confusion and hit yourself?
Interestingly enough, the only reason why that trainer is way harder than this trainer, despite this trainer being so much higher of a level, is that other trainer has he loves to hit you a growl. So that makes the Slowpoke that much harder.
Okay. Can't you really at this point in the game, unless you're like a word type, most of your moves are physical.
All of my moves are going to be physical this run.
Oh no, I mean for most Pokemon.
Oh, right. Even special attackers, they're pretty much all physical as well.
Yeah.
Unless you have
Yeah,
Water Gun or
exception.
Bubble Beam.
Yeah. It's weird seeing you do like all the optional trainers.
They're not as optional this
Yes.
run.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny. Just, no one ever usually fights these guys, so I always forget what they've got on their team.
I only know which ones have the Gravelers. Like this guy right here has got a Graveler.
I've run into him a couple times, this guy. Especially when we're going races, I'm always the one that runs into him.
Dust Yankee, I don't actually know of a rare candy cheat in Gen 1. I know of a duplication cheat in Gen 2.
Well, you do know the Gen 1 one.
I do.
Missing no.
I've never done that myself.
You've never gotten missing no glitch.
No.
Wow.
I have never done the other one, the one where people are able to get a Pokemon to spawn in the forest
Oh,
before.
new glitch?
Well, there's another glitch where I saw someone was able to get like a Gengar to spawn in a Viridian Forest. Never done that one either.
Was, what's his name? RBY on Scott's race. I didn't even know that was possible, but I know about the new glitch. That's pretty. You never done that either?
I don't generally do glitches. The only reason I know about the Gen 2 duplication glitch is because I had a friend in elementary school show me how to do it.
Well, that's how I. But other than the mute glitch and that Gengar one,
I just got another Gen 1 miss.
most of it was from my mates as well. Like you know that Gen 1 trade glitch.
No.
So if you got a link cable, like let's say you and me are trading, you pull out the cable at the right time. You never actually trade your Pokemon, but I still get your Pokemon.
Oh, nice. Kind of like the duplication glitch, but with trading.
Yeah. So let's say I want all three starters, and I've got a copy of red, and you've got a copy of blue. You just have to keep resetting your game, but you keep trading. As soon as you get to the first Poké Center, after you get after you return Oak's Parcel, you can actually trade Pokemon. Like we so you don't do the duplication glitch right at the start, right? Like you trade me, say the Squirrel, right? Let's say I've gone with Bulbasaur, and then you restart the game, and then we do the duplication glitch then, like because you've gone Charmander, and then we'll duplicate the Bulbasaur and Squirrel on your side, and duplicate your Charmander on my side, and then you've got all three.
Do you know which trainer is which over here? I want to say that's the Poliwhirl guy, and this is the one with the electric Pokemon.
100%.
Okay. Perfect. Oops. Well, you can't throw a bicycle at a Voltorb. Now we know.
Ah, damn.
Okay, so we needed to be level 36 for Rival 4, and we needed over 45 speed.
Okay.
Which is perfect because because we have pretty much no training from here to Rival 4, so very perfect.
Enjoying the Rocket Hideout.
I will be doing the Rocket Hideout, but there's only one trainer in there.
Okay.
Well, only one trainer for me. only doing the trainer, this guy.
Jed, why would be worth it?
Why?
He'd give good XP, wouldn't he? And Rhyhorn could easily beat him.
I don't. I think he just takes too much time altogether.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Jim Lee and Matt always doesn't he?
Okay, let's see. Full restore, ether, escape rope, hyper potion, max potion. I'll keep the super potion. Max potion, 11, 24 nuggets. There we go. Buy my customary 8 super repels. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna get 3 more just in case, because we have to go to the power plant. Mimic is on this run. All right, we're gonna grab all 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Jim Lee and Matt do the poker glitch or not?
He changed his rules at some point to where he does it now, but I think when he did this run, he did not.
Yeah.
All right. Sell.
Can I get one more fresh water?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was 100% going to forget about that. All right. Now, we can buy 2 carbos, 3 protein, and 2 calciums.
I love it when you mix up the different environments.
Well, I didn't come up with this. Although, if I did come up with this, I probably would have traded 1 carbos for 1 calcium, but... Or sorry, 1 carbo... Yeah, 1 carbos for 1 calcium. But I don't think it really would end up making much difference. Matt was off his speed by 1 for the vast majority of the run, and that's the only reason I would have traded 1. The only reason to ever buy early carbos, because you can't get late carbos, is when you need 1 speed. And ironically, Matt needed 1 speed.
Well, you can always be 1 level above Matt, and then they'll make a difference.
All right, and we're over 38 speed, so we'll easily outspeed the Gaslies.
Oh, that's a big thing. Outspeeding them.
Yep.
Yeah, confusion leak just slows you down so much. You probably would never die to a Ghastly here. Like with Rhyhorn, but you could easily spend like 10 minutes on a Ghastly.
So the training here is never good, as many, I'm sure many people have told you, but at 95 base XP, it's not that bad. The reason why the training is not good is because all these trainers only ever have 1 Ghastly. This trainer has 3.
Yep.
So this trainer is worth it. Also, this one's Ghastlies are slower. They're lower level because of having more trainers. Or more Pokemon.
Or you're gonna grab that item for a second.
I don't remember what it is. Oh, I saw Matt grab something I never knew existed.
Oh,
There's
what was it?
apparently an HP up in the 6th floor, I think, of Sylph Clout.
Ah. It's funny, back in the day before I ever watched anyone do solo runs and practicing myself with Silco, I'd always spend like 10 minutes in Silco just to like try and find my way. Because if you don't know where to go, like all the teleporters are a bit confusing. It's
I
actually
still
not as
don't know
hard
what
as you
all the
think.
teleporters do.
True. But you know where to go for the main ones, I mean, now.
Yeah.
But back before you knew that, where would you go? Just teleporter. You know, where's the key card? You know, this is all sort of stuff that we know in retrospect, but guessing Eric is last on the list. His last gym to do.
No. Erica's second to last. Sabrina's last.
Oh really? Sabrina harder for Rhyhorn.
Every one of her Pokemon outspeed you. There's well, except for Venomoth. I don't remember. I think all of them outspeed you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the special's that low that you can't take a hit.
Right.
I wonder why they made Rhyhorn and Rhyhorn, you know, and Golem at the same time. I just don't get that. Like, but you think originally they were going to make Rhyhorn just a ground type?
I have no idea.
Wait, other than the slow growth rate, they're practically the same Pokemon, you know, like Rhyhorn and Golem. There's not really much difference between them.
Okay. I also don't think Matt did many of the trainers here on... I might not have been paying attention. He might have done trainers, but I don't remember him doing trainers.
You probably want to always do all poison types here.
Damn it, where are they?
What are you looking for? Oh. I use Earthquake.
We don't do horn drill. There are basically no Pokemon we outspeed.
Maybe Giovanni's. I don't.
Not worth it. Any Pokemon that we can outspeed, we can easily defeat.
No, do you remember Gyo? The only time you've ever been hit by a horn drill in your life?
I just got another Gen 1 miss on that. Either that or I got flinched, but I don't think that Primeape had a move that can flinch me. That would make my third Gen 1 miss this run. I mean, to be fair, we're also battling a shitload of Pokemon. So you're bound to get more Gen 1 misses the more battling you do.
You're just increasing your odds.
Right. Can Tauros learn Horn Drill? Considering it's a TM, probably.
Oh, I can learn Fissure. That helps. Not sure, Horn Drill.
I got rid of all my ethers. I probably could have used one.
No, you won't need it. You got enough body slams.
Oh, nice. All right, can I knock these out? Yes. It is so rare that a Pokemon is able to knock out Weezing. All right, how a Muck? Oh, yes.
Nice. One shot.
I have it written down that Koga's at 47 though, so we're still a long ways away from Koga. I think the reason why Koga is so far in the future is I think it's after Silph training. Then you defeat Koga, then you defeat Rival 5 like immediately afterwards. So basically you're just putting off both of the hard battles as long as humanly possible. Nice.
Years ago, and Kieran always asks this with me and Sam, I made a you know, a Gen 1 mod, you know, just changing some of the moves and some of the types. I made Rhyhorn and Rhyhorn pure rock, you know, to make him different from Geodude and Golem. And
That probably went really well.
Yeah. Pure rock is so much better than ground rock.
Oh, believe it or not, the reason why the stigma is so bad against Rhyhorn Rhydon is because of the double weaknesses. They're actually really, really strong. Aw, I can't take that protein. Like they're extraordinarily strong. Like I one-shot like everything with Rhydon.
Yeah, you imagine like you could go at like, you know, that 10 levels lower with the whole lance spin, because you'd probably be able to take a few Hydro pumps. You know, just being pure rock instead of 4 times.
Oh, alright, we're doing training.
And the reason I made it pure rock instead of you know, just leaving it is because of the whole, I never understood why Rhydon can learn Surf, being 4 times weak. If it's 2 times weak, it sort of makes some sense. I don't know. It'd be like Parasect learning Fire Blast. That makes no sense to me. Imagine Parasect being able to use Fire Blast.
I imagine there has been somebody that has done that. The reason why is because some people play those randomizers where they randomize the moves, they randomize the types, they randomize the stab. That's just random number generator with a Pokemon skin.
True.
All right, second floor is done. Third floor. I think I determined the fourth floor kind of blows. Either the fourth or the sixth. One of those 2 floors suck. This is the fourth. I think this one might be the one that sucks. Yeah, this is the one that sucks. The reason why is there's so many not fully evolved Pokemon, but I think this Pokemon doesn't care. This Pokemon's like, yay, XP.
I will say that's one thing about later games, because they got more than 151 types. You got a lot more diversity on a lot of runs.
That guy is the only one with a fully evolved Pokemon on this that floor. But because he's only got 1 Pokemon, it goes down to the same argument about Ghastly. Ghastly's fine and all, XP wise, but it's just that there's 1, so it's just not worth it. I know you probably get this asked all the time, but how do I do these runs? I'd like to start solo runs like you and J-Rose, but I have no idea where to start. All right, so do you care about the overlay, like the overlay that I currently have? If you don't care about the overlay that I currently have and you just want to play a run, like you just want to change a single Pokemon and just play a run, if that's what you want to do, then it's really simple. download something called Visual Boy Advance. It is just a straight up Game Boy emulator. There's nothing special about it. All it does is play Game Boy games. All right, so Visual Boy Advance. Then you download something called the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. There's like 20 of them. It doesn't matter which one you get, as long as you just get one of them. Any of the versions will do, because all you want to do is change one thing. So, Universal Pokemon Randomizer, Visual Boy Advance. Then you have to download the ROM. This is where things get morally in question. Some people say, oh, ROMs, you know, they've been around for 25 years. It's not a big deal if you take the ROM. Some people are like, well, it's illegal to distribute ROMs. Some people are like, well, I need to own the game in person for me to feel good about downloading the ROM. I don't care whichever way you want to do it. Regardless, you got to download a ROM. Usually you can download, I think I recently downloaded ROMs and I just Googled the ROM I want, or Googled the game I wanted. I put the word ROM at the end, and it wasn't the first link, it was the second link is the one I downloaded. I don't remember what the first link was, but it took so long to download. The download is just so slow. So I went the second link. So Visual Boy Advance, Universal Pokemon Randomizer, and ROM. Once you have all of that stuff, then you open up the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. Then in the top right, everything is gray. So everything is gray, that you can't screw it up. In the top right, you download, or you click Open ROM. And from the Open ROM screen, you select the ROM that you downloaded. And then now you have all of the settings to pick. On the second tab, there's a tab called Starters. You change the starter. That's all you want to do. Just that's all you want to edit. You don't need to edit anything else for it to work differently. Just change the starter. And then under Open ROM, there's a button that says Save ROM. You save the ROM, you save it as a new name, bam, you have a Solo Run ROM. There's basically 4 steps. Pretty easy. I don't know what floor I'm on. Oh, the 9th. Okay. And I hope that helps. Oh, Nelly. So we did 10, 9, 9, 8, 7. We want the 7th. I think the 7th is the last floor of training.
Yeah.
He's got another Gen 1 miss.
One other thing, if you don't care about the overlays, if they want perfect stats and everything, you can get PK Hex, and you can actually edit your save file. So you can edit the save file to get perfect IVs. Yeah, I sort of do that for later games. I know you don't have to because your setup, Steve, allows you to get perfect right at the start.
Ironically, it doesn't. I have to manually do that, but I do it through Pokebite. Not PK Hex, but yeah, basically what you said.
Yeah.
Look at that. I can only take 1 iron.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Especially if you're playing like DS games and 3DS games, there is no Game Hook or PK bike for them yet. I think Scott's working on Gen 5 at the moment.
Okay, yes. We'll start back over again. Oh, Nelly. So, Visual Boy Advance. Yes, that is correct. Visual Boy Advance. It is a Game Boy emulator. Basically, in order to play Game Boy games on there, you just drag the ROM on top of it and it starts. Very simple. I use something called Super Shocky, and I used to use something called RetroArch. You don't need to worry about those. Those are like an emulator of emulators. The only reason I use them is because they look prettier. But Visual Boy Advance. Then the other one is called the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. This is another thing that Matt didn't do was the trainers in here. These are some of the best trainers in the entire game. Like, these trainers are some of the highest level, all of the way up to the Indigo Plateau.
Yeah, they're better than both Plains and Springer's too.
To be fair, though, Matt's going to get a way faster time than me. He got under 5 hours for his game time. Look at my game time.
Oh, true.
And he's playing at 3 times speed, but he's still going to finish at a faster time than me.
You think if he was playing real time? You know,
Well, when you focus on game time, you can go for a lot more, like, risky strats.
save and reset, yeah. You don't care about resets.
Like when he screwed up his 1 speed thing on Rival 4, he just took the 4 resets instead of getting 1 more level. But because I have to focus on real time, I just gotta get that one.
Good player though, like.
Oh, dude, he's
when
great.
playing,
He's
like,
great.
lots
He
of
does.
races. He still does really well.
He puts in all of the effort I wish I put into my runs. By effort, I mean like he plays out the run and writes down the good things to do. I just play the run, and then whatever happens. But Matt usually isn't surprised because he already knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. When he comes in your stream, he watches. He's like, "Yep, I know where this is going."
Right. It's like he's like, "Oh, I remember this." He actually said he watches the videos.
Oh wow. Also, the only mistake you made there is you probably should use Rock Slide on the Tangler instead of Earthquake.
That is true. Because
you would one-shot it, but it doesn't matter.
Oh. Right. Okay, so here's the thing. Matt did Rival 5 at level 51, which is what I am right now. The reason why I did it at 51 and I've done more training than him is because he did Blaine first. I unfortunately did not grab Eevee, and I did not evolve Eevee. So now I'm screwed. Luckily, I did all that extra training.
Yeah, I think you'll level up after, not Pidgeot, but after the next Pokemon.
But the important thing is that level up right there to 52. That matters because of this Venusaur right here. Oh, Matt one-shot that. That must be her range. I was gonna say, Matt also leveled up to 52 mid-battle?
Restart. I hate Sand Attack. Yeah, I think if you get Sand Attack, you just restart.
No. I run it through.
Ugh.
I usually restarted the second Sand Attack, but I've done enough times against Rival 5 with 1 Sand Attack where I just don't miss.
Yeah, but what'll happen is you'll miss it.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say you can survive on fine with there. Just Razor Leaf just because of the
Right. He doesn't care about
so-
damage.
Honestly, even if you had 2 resets there, you're always gonna win eventually.
For anybody wondering how close we are to the end, we need to be level 59 with 12 rare candies when we arrive to Lorelei. So 59 with 12 candies. That's the ultimate goal.
Gonna get some training at Victory Road, are you?
Oh, I already got strength. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can get rare candy.
You're right.
That's why
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh well, you can go back there after get to Blaine's Island. I mean, personally, you could go do a match, and then when you dig out of the match, and you could just fly straight to get rare candies. You know,
Oh, these guys don't have water moves.
No.
Oh.
That's why Speed always tells you to train on these guys.
All right. Looks like I could take 0 vitamins.
I say with Blaine's gym, I'd only do those 2 trainers. You know, the ones you tell me.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this run, it's like, even though they're not good training, it's like you got to take whatever training you can. There's a limited amount of training.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
You know, it's funny. I was just waiting for Earthquake to go off. I've been playing so much Gale of Darkness and Coliseum that I was like, oh, he's just gonna throw out the next Pokemon. I'm gonna hit that with Earthquake. Perfect.
I love Gen 3 for that. It's only Gen 3. It doesn't happen in later games to double bells.
Do they switch the target? Like, if you target the same Pokemon with both attacks and it dies in the first attack, does it switch the target?
Yeah, so...
Okay, good.
So, let's say you're versing Rhyhorn and Kangaskhan. If you kill the Rhyhorn with the first Pokemon, the second one automatically goes after the Kangaskhan.
Yeah. I really, really liked when I was playing Coliseum and I was doing the Battle Tower. My 2 Pokemon that I pretty much soloed the whole entire tower with 2 Pokemon. It was Dragonite and Machamp. Again, this is a randomizer, so those are just the Pokemon that I had. The Dragonite had Wing Attack. Hold on, I'm trying to think. It had Wing Attack, Blizzard, Fire Blast, Thunder. So it had coverage for just about everything. It was faster than Machamp. So what I could do was I could pick the Pokemon. I could pretty much guaranteed one-shot with the Dragonite. And so I one-shot it. Let's say, I don't know, it's a grass type. Let's say it's a grass type, and I hit it with Wing Attack. Guaranteed knockout with my Dragonite. Then the Machamp goes. Oh, I got flinched. Nice. Or I got flinched. So I then I use Machamp's Earthquake, and depending on what they throw out, I could knock out all 3 Pokemon in one turn.
That's amazing. Gen 3, man. I love that part, Gen 3. And you don't really get to see it other than Coliseum and XC, because there's not really that many double bells in Emerald.
Okay, I have to pause. People have been messing with my monitor.
What happened?
My dad came in, we were doing my taxes. And while we were doing the taxes, he moved, like touched my monitor, you know, to point at stuff, because that's what dads like doing. They like pointing. And he touched the monitor. So when he touched the monitor, my monitors are super sensitive. It's not like anything's wrong with them. It's they're wall mounted, and they're hanging, and the cables are not, like, the cable length is kind of short-ish. So it's like at the maximum length of the cable, 6 feet. So whenever somebody touches it, because it's already at the maximum length, it wants to fall out, the HDMI. So if anybody touches the monitor, the cable loves to fall out. So
Yep.
it just turned off while I was doing it. And nothing happened. It just eventually fell out. Thanks to gravity. Okay, there we go. Unpause.
Nice. Baby.
Okay, so we still have Sabrina after this.
You know, you're only training Sabrina's gym or not really?
No.
They're all pretty bad training.
There are water types in there too.
Yeah, that too, but even if they weren't water types, they're all got like one Pokemon each, right?
You know what's so funny? I am so close to outspeeding the Kadabra. Kadabra is 90 speed.
You go to the fighting gym and train and get to the next.
I considered that, but I didn't know when to do it. And it's like, I don't have a super effective matchup on any of them. So it's like, I don't know when to do it or when it's worth it.
One-shot everything, wouldn't you?
But when would I one-shot them? Like, after obtaining
Probably
Earthquake?
now.
Like, I don't know. Well, now it's too late. Now is way too late.
I mean, if you wanted to get to 57.
I think if I were to do that training, I would do it before Koga. By the way, the level 47 thing is not that I don't think I can beat Koga. I'm fairly sure I could easily trump Koga. But the problem is the X attack explosion, or X attack self-destruct, which in hindsight is probably still not that scary because of my defense stat. I might be overblowing Koga, which would mean I'd be able to do.
Yeah, I think Rhyhorn's got such good defense. You probably better tank it.
Then I could do Blaine earlier, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. I have the ultimate goal is 59. I have to get to 59 with 12 candies, or 60 with 11 candies.
I know you don't consider gimmicks for online, but I ran a team with Rhyhorn, and I used an Eviolite with Terra Grass. It's actually quite tanky. Like getting rid of his 4 times weakness to grass and water, just oh man, makes such a difference.
Can I make it? Am I gonna make it to 59 after Rival 6?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I'm slow level up group. Rival 6 might not get me there, but one trainer in Victory Road might do it.
Oh no, you'll easily get there because you only get to 58 right now, and then the Rival's got enough experience. You're easily going to get to 59. You might even be able to get to 60 if you really wanted to.
Well, if I get to 60, then I don't need to pick up the power plant candy.
Yeah. You still haven't picked up the rare candy, by the way, at the
Yeah, I know. I just saw my overlay. I had 9. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, I'd skip the power plant candy. Just fight the trainer. It'd be quicker to fight a trainer in Victory Road than it would be to. Did you have one too many items? Did you?
Yep. You have to have 19 when you talk to her.
Yeah, even if the trainer doesn't, even
Oops.
if he can give you.
Bye, Dig. You were very helpful.
also stops you from digging out Victory Road, right?
Technically. All right, Mimic. Agility.
Oh, nice.
All right, well, I'm going to level up mid-battle. But in the end, that doesn't particularly matter. I just have to one-shot the Venusaur. I do that. Dang it.
Oh, yeah. You used any other move other than Razor Leaf, you would have survived.
Yeah.
That's a 1 in 3 chance of it using Razor Leaf, right?
You would think so. But probably not. In theory. I imagine in the end, I probably need the badge boost to knock out the Gyarados, possibly.
Yeah, it's got Vine Whip as well. So it's a 1 in 2 chance of it using Vine Whip.
Does it not have Mega Drain?
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say actually a power plant candy would just be handy so you don't level up till after the Venusaur.
Certainly consider it next time, or the next run. There we go.
Yeah. I knew you survived Vine Whip. Vine Whip's so weak.
But seeing as how much damage that regular Vine Whip did, Razor Leaf would knock me out non-crit.
Yeah, but well, it's always going to be a crit. So yeah.
By the way, we're way under 2 hours. I thought it would take an hour and 50 minutes to just battle all of the trainers that we did.
Why?
Because battling all of the trainers in the game usually takes a very long time.
Yeah, but you're one-shotting them as well.
That is true.
Well,
The other
the other
Pokemon that
Pokemon
have to
that
battle
have-
all of the trainers in the game probably didn't.
They're very low attack. So something like Onyx, you probably have to battle like all the trainers, but you've got like 35 attack, right?
Yeah.
And you've
Alright.
got even lower special, so
As I learned from Matt, this next guy with the starters, avoid him. Do not battle that guy. If you don't have to. If you do, like he did, then make sure you use not Body Slam.
is that because of the Ivysaur?
Yes. If you use Body Slam, you won't one-shot the Ivysaur and it will knock you out with Razor Leaf. Is this trainer gift 26? 3,000, perfect. Does this one have Hydro Pump? Nope, not high enough. I think Hydro Pump's level 50 something. Okay.
And now you don't fight anyone, you just use all your red candy, it's going to be 69? Is that right? No, it's 70. Because you've got 10 red candies, right?
Oh. Okay, we still have to go get the power plant candy then.
Why?
We need one candy so we don't level up on the champion.
Ah. Can you just fight some trainers here to get to one more level?
13,000 XP? That's like everybody.
It'd be quicker than going to power plant, wouldn't it?
It would have if I had known. But because we skipped everybody, no. But if I had known
No,
and just kept on battling them as I was moving like boulders and whatnot, yes.
Wouldn't it be quicker now than to fly the power plant instead of train?
I have no idea. Probably. But how often do you get to go to the power plant?
True. 'Cause, yeah, I can't think of any reason why you'd want to go to power plant at all. In terms of yeah, very few Pokemon would ever have to go to power plant, would they?
There's also the risk of
Even
losing,
with load,
but yeah.
all right. Cool.
That's embarrassing.
You forgot really big.
Well, just another reason in the next run not to do that. I think I saved. Yep. All right. And I need rest.
Well,
Yep, I got rest. Okay, good.
Well, you'll do it before you put Mimic on your run set, right? Like if you were going to go power plant, you'd do it before Rival 6.
We need Mimic for Rival 6. Oh, if we were to get the
We need
candy.
Rival
Yeah, yeah.
6
Do
for
it before
power
Rival
plant,
6.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no point.
All right. For anybody wondering why we're doing everything the way we're doing, we need to be level 72 for Lance. But we also need to hold one candy for the champion. So essentially doing the Elite Four will get us one level, and we're holding on to one candy for the champion. So that'll get us to 72. We're perfect right now.
Imagine trying to grind Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn.
Oh, wow. Big difference.
Yeah, imagine trying to grind for level 100, Steve. How long that would take with Rhyhorn.
Oh, rock slide miss. I thought it was going to be like first try Lorelei. Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yep. That rock slide would have killed
Matt
me,
Matt had like 30 resets on Lorelei.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Even at level 70?
Aurora Beam crit. No, he was at level 59 because he had it so he used his rare candies before Lance, so that way he would level up to 72 at Lance. When in hindsight, he could have just did more training.
Again,
But because he
it's
goes
done
by
game time.
because he goes by game time, it was better to go with the riskier strat.
You think that's the same case with your B-drill run?
Hard to say.
Yeah, because a lot of it was training so you would get better real time.
Oops. Wonder, will the Machamp survive? If that's how much damage if high jump kick did that much damage, we should probably be able to survive a hit submission. Wow, we got a 4% crit. That's funny.
Alright, this is the most painful fight until Lance.
Well, we need 108. So 108 speed, speed ties Gyarados. So 109 speed, aka one level up right after this battle, means we will outspeed the Gyarados.
I just think this battle though, like most of the ghosts outspeed you.
Yeah, but they're all one shots and they don't do a lot of damage. It's mostly if I get put to sleep. Like none of them have psychic. So it's like it takes Hypnosis and Nightshade, two moves with random AI, kind of a rare for them to do together. Boom. And then apparently mimic agility. I guess the agility is to outspeed the drag the Aerodactyl.
Oh, and the badge boost probably.
Oh wow,
It doesn't matter here because you've won now.
Looks like I didn't even need to save a candy. Speed warned me that this was possible, but I didn't believe him.
I'll just use it now.
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, that's what I saved it for.
Because this can still be a painful fight.
Hey, Dust Yankee and the Over Gang, how do you feel about everything right now?
What's rest for?
For badge boosting on the Rhydon.
Ah, okay.
Just to live through the badge boost.
Is that badge boosting moves you can mimic?
Well, why? Well, first of all, no. But so like, oh come on. Guess I should have used Rock Slide. No, I need at least two Leers. Thank you. Actually, judging by my current speed, I think I might need 3 to 4.
You got 3 now.
How much speed do you?
I think one more will do it.
We'll see.
All right, you've won.
We don't know. Now we know.
No,
Okay.
I knew. Because like unless you had a Gen 1 miss, Earthquake was gonna kill.
Ooh, 130.
Yeah. You have 3 tail whip / Leers, right men, to do it. And this is for the second one.
130.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I haven't been shocked about a time this badly in a long time. 130. Let's see. 130 puts us at. Okay, hold on. Let me see the game time. 130. 546.
Can you
That puts
zoom
us.
in a bit?
No.
No.
So it's in front of Psyduck, behind Dratini. Gotta say, I am quite shocked. I don't know if there's 4 minutes to save. We got pretty lucky in a lot of situations, except for Rival 6. So I think there'll probably be more random time loss in the second run. But we're still going to do the second run just to see.
What are you going to change?
1 more level in Victory Road. I'll probably do basically the same training. There's one more thing. What's it called? Vaporeon. I need to get the Vaporeon so that way I can surf and get the special badge boost. But not just the badge boost, but just all the levels. There's like
before Rival 5.
There's like 15 trainers there before Rival 5. And you guys saw, I did not one-shot the Venusaur. Matt one-shot the Venusaur, but clearly it was a range because we were the same level. With the same badge boost. Like we both leveled up before the Venusaur. So it was a range. If I was just, a few levels higher, I think we could just easily one-shot that Venusaur, and then it just basically goes down to, do we get sand attacked at the beginning or not?
Yeah, I agree.
And it doesn't take that much time to get Vaporeon.
Just trying to think what else you could do that's different.
I thought...
You know what you could do? Hear me out, is you could catch a Graveler, a Geodude, in Mount Moon the strength, that you don't have to go back to Fuchsia City after you beat Rival 5. Because you're going to get the Vaporeon.
Yes. But here's the other thing. I could always just not get strength. I could just skip the house entirely. Until I get Lapras.
Okay.
Your idea is fine too. My only problem with sometimes catching Geodude is that sometimes it screws up my HM usage because I have an extra Pokemon that's an extra click sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Wherever you feel comfortable.
I'm usually in the clicking down kind of guy. So it always defaults to slot 1. So clicking down to slot 2 means that as long as I catch Paris first, it's not a big deal. But if I catch Geodude before Paris, it screws everything up. All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom.
Okay. Let's just check on. Let's check on speed while he's gone. Seems to be going alright. Wow, he's flying through the game right now. You are flying through the game. Chat is no longer available. Oh. What the heck? Is
All right. All right, so let's set up another poll. I'll stick it to 1 hour 30. Basically, will we beat the first run, or did we get extraordinarily lucky?
well, you got lucky on Brock. So would you consider resetting a run if you didn't get that lucky with Brock?
I'd consider it one time.
I think one reset you're fine.
Yeah.
If you've got like 4 or 5 resets, so I would.
No,
reset
I
on
think-
one.
I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do Brock. If I get 1 reset or less, we'll continue. If I get 1 reset or more, or sorry, if I get 2 resets or more, we'll start a new run. But I'm not doing it a 3rd time. So if we get 2+ resets on the 2nd try, crap out of luck.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Our nickname for the 2nd run is Rhino for Manny. Rhino. I think the most proud thing of the whole run is the fact that I had so few resets.
Yeah.
It costs so much time. But when you're the person you're comparing yourself to, Gym Leader Matt had 31 resets, then you did something right.
To be honest, it being so close to Onyx makes sense.
I mean, to be fair, I'm sure if he had done a 2nd run, he would have made sure he had the 1 extra speed, and he'd probably arrived to Lorelei 1 extra level higher, so he can do the rare candy thing that I did. But as you saw, when I arrived to Lorelei at 72 or 71 or 71, I leveled up right after the Dragonite on Lance, which is exactly where Speed said it would level up. I just didn't believe him. Obviously, he was using XP Rooter. I mean, he was definitely gonna be right. But to see it is to believe it, which means I do not need to save a candy for the champion. I can just use all of them, aka I can arrive at level 59 instead of 60 to Lorelei.
So you could skip all the training at Vickery Road.
Most of it. I think we finished Rival 6 at level 58 in like 3/4.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, replicating all of the training is impossible because of I defeated all of the Zubats at Mount Moon, and obviously all of the wild Pokemon before Brock. So it's not gonna be the same, but close.
All right. Let's just go.
I also needed all of the potions, so I'll make sure to pick those up again.
I mean, you could get under 130, but I don't think it's gonna be that rate of. It's not gonna be like 10 minutes or anything like that.
No. We're essentially trying to get one more spot on the leaderboard, which is 4 minutes ahead. Like, can we knock off 4 minutes?
Because you got really lucky at the early game in the last run.
Yeah. The Rival 2, the Brock. I mean, those are some of the hardest parts of the game. Oh, Rival 3. Some of the hardest parts of the game, just no resets.
Misky not getting a crit.
Well, she only has one chance for a crit.
Yes, she always seems to get it when you don't want her to get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, how many crits can she get? And then she gets it twice in a row, and you're like, oh. Now I think also she does word gun the next defend. You lose, because then she's going to hit you with another word gun. And that would be an instant reset too. Yeah, I had the weirdest dream last night. I had a dream where I was about to organise my trip overseas, and Speed contacts me saying he's coming in October for some reason. I'm like, I just don't. I don't see Speed coming to Australia in October. And I asked why. It's because he wants to escape the winter.
Before I bought the house, before I won the house, I haven't technically bought it yet because I haven't paid for it. But before I bought the house, I was actually planning on visiting Angel in the Philippines.
Oh, nice. Australia's not too far from Philippines either. Not saying you would come to Australia.
I was gonna bring. Well, here's the thing. It was gonna be like a dual visit. It's so expensive to send anything to the Philippines that it's only like 3 times expensive for me to go there too.
Yeah, especially if you're taking.
It takes $250 to send a package to the Philippines. Well, sorry, 2 packages.
It's not a bad place. It's not a bad place to have a holiday because everything's cheap there.
Well, okay, so so they have this thing called the Bollock buy-in box. It was like $110 to send the box that I sent Angel, and then there was like fees and whatnot. So it essentially came out to like $125 a box. So for $250, I could just go there for $1,000. So, you know, I might as well just go there, bring extra luggage with me, and then just leave the luggage there with him. So essentially,
Oh, nice.
for 4 times the cost, I could just go there.
It's not a bad trip either, Philippines. I've never
Well-
been, but I've had friends who've gone there.
I would save a ton of money because I would be at Angel's house. I wouldn't be at a hotel.
I make a joke, so don't take it personally, but I'm like, I reckon you come back with a wife.
That's what our other friend kind of did. I mean, he went there, talked to a whole. I mean, he's like 50, so it's a little bit different for him. But he went there, talked to a whole bunch of women, and then like figured out which one he liked, and then he texted her all like summer, and then he went again next year. And then I think he came back. And then I think the following like spring or fall, one of the two, he went again, and he got married to one of them.
Honestly, you get it best way as well. He stayed in the Philippines.
I think she is still located in the Philippines. He actually comes here to work for like 6 months of the year or 8 months of the year to earn money to spend in the Philippines for the 4 months.
But he lives the rest of the time in the Philippines, right?
The 4 months, yeah.
Honestly, that's the best way. Because I've heard stories where people have married overseas. It's not just Philippines. It's like a lot of these countries, the more traditional countries. They're taking a woman over to America or Australia, and then they've talked to other women that are in America or Australia, or England or whatever, and then they've found out this thing called divorce and used that. I'm not even joking. I've heard so many horror stories of that happening.
How does that work if they're not a citizen by birth?
And they're not even feminists when they come over. It's just that they get influenced by women.
How was the first run at MVF? We absolutely were stunned. The over-under was 2 hours. We finished at 1:30. And we battled like almost every single trader in the game too. So I guess it goes without saying, being able to one-shot Pokemon, big deal. Very, very big deal. Means you can battle a lot more Pokemon while training.
It's ironic that you beat Onyx by 1 minute.
The Onyx was pretty lucky. He had gone to his second bide, and we had knocked him out on the second turn.
Oh no, I mean the leaderboard.
Oh, right. And that run could never be taken away from it. It beat Onyx. It's the better of the rock ground types.
I'm not surprised. Onyx is what? Medium slow, is it?
I think it's medium fast.
Medium fast. The thing is, it puts so much. Well, it has like no attack. That's the only problem with the Onyx. If they had a bit more attack, it would be leaps and bounds better.
Well, MVF.
It's fast type.
MVF, it's slow level up group, and I battled nearly all of the trainers in the game. Almost all of them. The reason why the time was only an hour and a half is because I've one-shot every single Pokemon I faced. Even the training here in the forest, everything is a one-shot. You guys remember Pokemon? Well, not all of them, but basically all of these Pokemon up to level 5-6 Metapod. But you guys remember like Pokemon like Psyduck like had to like 3-shot like Caterpies? Like the big difference being able to one-shot. Oh, and it was a pretty unlucky run. I think we had 3 Gen 1 misses. One of the Gen 1 misses was Struggle. That was a fun run. That's why you play it.
Yeah. Paris, right? Paris has got a
Oh.
level 19,
Paris. Oof.
and like it gets killed by a wheel.
It was level 20, I think, because level 20 you get leech
20,
life.
Sorry, yeah, by a red they upgraded it to level 19. It's not much better. Can't wait for you to do these runs in Fire Red. When's the plan for that, or is it sort of like after?
I mean, I still have to finish all of the regular runs. There's still like 40 of them left. Well,
Of these runs?
there's like 37 of them or so left.
Oh, really? Still that many left? Because you're not going mid-stage stars.
Yeah, I'm only doing like one a week. I'm gonna finish it. Scott's doing like 2 to 3 of them a week.
Yeah.
Apparently, Scott's gonna finish them at the end of the year, and I'm gonna finish them at the end of the year. The difference is it took me 4 years, and it took him 1.
You reckon you could speed up to 2?
Oh.
Pokemon? Like,
I mean, I like Pokemon. I don't like these Pokemon. The non-fully evolved runs, they're not fun.
no.
Gym leader Matt and Scott, they take them as a challenge, and maybe that's why they're perfectly fine playing the bad Pokemon. I consider it more of a punishment. They're not super fun.
No. I wonder what your thoughts will be once you hit Gen 2 and trying to do your solo runs.
Oh man, I love Gen 2. I love having to think, how am I gonna beat every single run? It's how am I gonna beat Morty? How am I gonna beat Jasmine? How am I gonna beat Lance? How am I gonna beat Rival 5? The Blue? And how am I gonna beat Red? Like every single run, it's those 5 questions. And then sometimes there's a curveball in between. Sometimes you have to throw in a Rival 2. But
Or a Whitney.
in this run, it's basically, how do I defeat Koga, Rival 5, Rival 6,
Sabrina.
sometimes Sabrina. Sabrina's like Rival 2. Lance and Lorelei and the champion. I mean, I guess it is a lot of questions. It's just as many questions as there are in Gen 2. But
Even Misty can be like that too, right?
But the difference is that I have more like coverage that I can work with. Plus you have the whole added layer of held items. There's the whole day the day of the week thing, so like I could forego return for a held item if I really, really wanted. It's yet to happen. I've never foregoed return yet. But someday there will be a Pokemon like a Lediba or something where it's like, oh, the attack power is just so weak. Maybe the added, I don't know, 10% will make a difference. I don't know.
I could see you going that with Rhyhorn.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Rhyhorn, I imagine return will be its best move, right? Until Earthquake?
Yeah, Earthquake, Rock Slide. You
Where do I get
technically need return?
Where do I get Rock Slide?
Doesn't
There's no Rock Slide. Unless it's an egg move.
check. Oh yeah, I forgot you do egg moves.
Yeah, I know Rock Slide's an egg move for quite a few Pokemon. I want to say Feraligator's one of them. Although I usually put Crunch on Feraligator. Alright, 409 has been achieved. Go do.
Yeah, it's an egg move. So is Crunch, which is weird. Oh no, Crunch is special. You would never use it.
Right.
See, what does it get? Just roll out by TM, I guess. Big. He learns Earthquake at level 55.
It's so slow though. It'll die. See, I guess if I were to give it Rock Slide, it probably wouldn't have a problem with Lance's Gyarados because Gyarados always starts with Rain Dance. So if I can one-shot the Gyarados, it's not as big a deal. But it would have a real problem with the Dragonite with Blizzard. And the Dragonite with Hydro Pump.
Always Blizzard can miss. And like they make it accuracy.
Right, there's
17.
Bide. Oh, I got a crit into the Bide. Oof. Come on, don't bite again. Oh, I bited. Oh, I made it. I made it first try.
Wow.
Turns out we got a lot of HP.
Yeah. Rhyhorn's quite tanky in HP and defense.
Although him using it looks like if he uses 3 bides, you're done.
How much of a difference do you reckon it would have made if they halved his defense and put on special defense? They like took 20 points off defense, made special, added on special. How much better would he be?
I would say it'd make a big difference because Kangaskhan has 35, I think, special. And Kangaskhan feels a whole heck of a lot tankier. Despite 5 special. Higher, I think. Maybe it's 40.
True, it doesn't have 4 times weakness to any special attack.
That's probably a bigger contributor.
Yeah. If they made a monotype, either ground or rock, it would be so different. That'll be a Pokemon.
Annie is right. She said we've got 80 HP stat. That's more than a lot of fully evolved Pokemon. Like not just some, like a lot of them.
True. I can't wait for you to play Donphan. Donphan will be interesting.
I think I've already done Donphan.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I did it a long time ago, which means that I did it without the bike and all of that. Those older runs didn't get the benefit of the bike or the better routing.
Did you also use Flash back then?
I don't know what you mean. Oh, yes, you're right. It's not that I used Flash, it's that I skipped. Or that I didn't skip Flash. Skip. Like, getting Flash takes 3 minutes. Dang it.
Plus, I can't do anything to you.
Right. Getting Flash just takes so long. I only do it on Pokemon that are like weak to flying.
Yeah, it just wouldn't ever be worth it. I mean, for a casual playthrough, it's worth it because you don't care about time, and I'd rather see the cave than bump my way through.
Well, it also helped that I memorized the route to the first floor. I didn't memorize the first floor, but I memorized the route of the first floor. Like if I make an accidental like left or something, I will get stuck. But I memorized the correct route.
I was gonna say, has anyone done Ditto for Gen 2 yet?
Yes. I believe both Scott and J-Rose have done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do Ditto all the way up to Blue. It would take astronomical good luck, like essentially like Giovanni levels of good luck to beat Blue, but Red's impossible.
Yeah, I can see Red being impossible.
But Scott gave up on Blue, saying it was too difficult. I think he should have played it out.
Yeah.
Because I think it was basically just Giovanni levels of good luck, basically 3 hours of real life time to beat him. I think that was doable, 3 hours of real life time, because it's not like it was super impossible. Like it was unfathomable. Like you only needed some good luck to happen in order to beat Blue.
What about Red? You reckon that's possible with the leftovers?
No.
What's the problem with Red?
He's just too much HP. First of all, beating all of his Pokemon with Pikachu, not possible. Yep. And second of all, beating all his Pokemon with Ditto, with its HP stat in Struggle, also not possible. Even with leftovers. At level 100. I don't even think it made it to like the 5th Pokemon, let alone the 6th.
Oh well, something to look forward to in the future.
Oops, almost skipped him. I can actually beat him. He even got a Hyper Fang crit last time.
J-Rose did a video on it, hey? That'd be cool to check out.
I think he also quit, but he went into less analysis than Scott did. I think J-Rose basically said it's doable to beat Red, but it would require like Weedle levels of Agatha luck. Basically, he was saying it was impossible, but technically, theoretically possible. Which, once again, I think his analysis was probably pretty correct. It would take Weedle levels of Agatha luck to beat Red.
Which means it's possible. He's like, shut up. Not going a gear on the crystal.
Oh look, I'm gonna be getting Sandshrew, so I guess I don't need
Oh, you don't need Jojo because you can use strength on it, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember a follow-up video, Austin. If he did do a follow-up video, I didn't watch it. Scott has released so many videos at this point. I stopped watching them ages ago. Unfortunately.
Hey, Austin, how you going?
Wow, we are going to be a way higher level for Rival 2 this time. Last time we were like level 21 in like a quarter. I think we just had a lot more Mount Moon encounters plus the no Paris thing. So now we're going to have even more encounters.
Yeah, I was trying to think myself in the sun. I think that'd be impossible. Well, no, it's not impossible. It'd just be so painful.
I just don't really watch YouTube at all anymore. Even the people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, I don't even watch their content anymore.
Yeah, just time consuming, right?
No, it's just I'm just so enamored in so many other TV shows. I'm currently in the middle of watching 3 TV shows. I'm watching original Yu-Gi-Oh, a show called Evil Lives Here, and Game of Thrones. So I'm currently watching, I believe the seasons between them all is 5 seasons for Yu-Gi-Oh, 17 seasons for Evil Lives Here, and 7 seasons for Game of Thrones. So I've got months of content to still watch.
Yeah, you're kind of the opposite to me.
And then
I
plus,
don't really watch
plus
TV
I'm in the middle of watching like 10 other shows, like weekly, in general, just like and I watch all kinds of stuff. One of the shows that I really like, which it's the equivalent of trash TV. You know how like you watch something and then nothing happens and like you're fine with it. Like when people watch those like Love Island and crap shows that they just learn nothing. It's just like something to have on in the background. That show for me is The Curse of Oak Island. You ever heard of it?
No, never heard of it. What's that about?
It's a show on History Channel. It's got like 10 plus seasons with 20 episodes each season. And what they do is
back before
these guys, these two very, very rich guys, they own a wine company. And so I think I Googled it one time. They're worth like $300 million. So it's okay for them to waste money. So what's something really cool that you can waste money on? Digging up treasure. So what the show does is they found this island with a whole bunch of lore. Like this island has been visited by the Knights Templar, the Vikings, it's been visited by so many different people, like of so many sets. It's crazy to think that one random island in Canada has been visited by so many people. And anyways, so and they keep on digging, they keep on like putting giant barrels in the ground. They keep on digging up like a swamp. They use treasure like metal detectors and dig stuff up on the, and they just keep finding stuff. Like they just keep finding loads and loads of stuff from like the 1600s, the 1700s. It's undeniable proof that something happened there, but they're not getting enough. And you just keep watching the season like, is this the season that they'll find gold? It's like they keep on finding everything. How have they not found gold yet? They're definitely gonna find gold this season. And it's like they keep getting closer. They keep getting closer to like the original dig spot where the original people who bought the island and started the gold hunt, like it was they originally dug up the hole in 1790 or whatever, and yeah, 1790, and they found gold and like parchment, so they know something's in there. There's something underground there that's valuable, and ever since 1790 so many people have tried and everybody's failed. It's fascinating, and it's just every week they just find a little bit more. It's a good dumb show to watch.
I bet, yeah. Sometimes you need that though.
Yeah.
But like I know, I just this year and last year I just sort of stopped watching most TV shows and probably watch way too much YouTube.
But that's why I compared.
Before you were on solo runs yourself, or it was kind of like that's all you were sort of watching.
Yeah, I was for quite some time. Really?
Not going to train on that Butterfree trainer.
Does it look like I can outspeed the Butterfree?
No.
Exactly. If I could outspeed the Butterfree, then I would outspeed it and knock it out. But unfortunately, that Butterfree has got all of the status moves. I am not going through that and getting statused. And I would battle one of the two trainers next to the Butterfree trainer that are talking to each other. I know one of them's got a Nidoran, and one of them has a Squirtle. I don't know which one has the Squirtle, so I'm just gonna ignore them both. I don't think I can beat Squirtle. Alright, get some super potions. Oh, right, get body slam.
It's funny when you watch someone else play and you're like, oh, why don't they do this or that? And then like you improve upon their run. Pretty much what you've done with Matt's run.
Yeah. In this part specifically, Matt did all of these trainers, which I plan on doing too because it matters. The difference is he did not pick up Body Slam first. And if he was using the 2 ethers, you know, the Life Ether and the Death Ether, then it wouldn't matter because they're ethers. But he used an elixir. So since he used an elixir, I might as well have Body Slam my moveset so I can get 10 more PP. Remember, if any of these guys were hard, other than the one with the water Pokemon. Hey, Online Bully. Hard to know.
Hey, Online Bully.
Hard to believe that after the first run, now that we know an hour and a half is the final time, hard to believe we're only a third of the way through.
Yep. It'd be kind of cool to sort of compare your old run, like the first run, to see where you're up to versus now. Because I don't think
I was
you
gonna
haven't changed anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need like a reminder or something to start doing that. Like have on the other monitor the first run so that way I can like literally compare myself to myself in real time. All right. I believe there's one more trainer after this. And Matt got a reset on this guy, so because the first Pokemon outspeeds you. So I'll make sure to dig so that way I don't die. Oh wow, I got a crit. Dig both of them because you can never be too safe with the water Pokemon trainers.
Especially Hypnosis. That's the only way I could see you losing that is probably way I guess the Hypnosis just bubble like twice and you lose.
Right. Okay. Dig. Dig.
Aha, and I don't tell Speed I said that.
This one I think had one Pokemon. Yep. Now we ether. Okay.
Why would Speed care that you like cocaine?
Okay, I believe the trainer in here we want to ignore because it had 3 Horsies that all outsped me. I almost got a plushie last year when we went to Cedar Point water park or at theme park, and I wanted to consider playing one of the like carnival games and just win one, but boy, I walked up, I asked him if I could touch the plushie. Boy, it was like the lowest quality piece of junk. And after feeling that piece of junk, now I don't trust the ones online because I can't touch them. I don't know what's junk and what's not.
Sorry, just sounds so funny.
Like, I don't know how to describe like piece of junk. Like, you ever buy something from the dollar store and then you just know that it's not gonna last very long?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
But
that.
then you're purposely buying it from the dollar store because you like don't care.
Right. All right, level 30. We want to be 31 for Misty. To speed
I think-
tie.
I don't think anyone's ever brought stuff from the dollar store thinking it's going to be good quality, except for when maybe you're a child.
Right, but it made me think that the ones online could also be dollar store quality. I just don't know.
True. I don't know. guess if you go from the official Pokemon store, it probably would be pretty good quality.
I would trust them, but they're probably extraordinarily expensive.
Yeah. Probably made in Japan and everything, so you know you're getting good quality, but you're paying the price for it.
Why did I just do that? I didn't need to ether. I could have just used regular ether instead of the elixir. Oh well. Oh well. I don't need that. I don't need the elixir anyways. Crap. Ooh. Okay, I was supposed to use dig. Ooh.
Oh, I just got enough power. I just thought it was not as tanky as
See, we're 31.5, and that's because we had more Mount Moon battles, and we also had to battle this Pokemon all the way up to Sandshrew. But it just looks like it in the end it won't matter. I can't get to 32. Not that it would make any difference whatsoever if I had gotten to 32.
Even if you train on the Butterfree trainer and the other trainer, I don't think you get to 32 anyway.
Probably not. It would make a tiny, tiny difference if I made it to 32, because then I would outspeed the Staryu. That's about it. See, I outsped the Staryu because of the speed tie. Ah, Bubble Beam crit.
Yep.
I can survive a regular Bubble Beam, just not a crit.
Yeah, the amount of time she gets crit, so.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now you're not going to survive. X-Defend. Well, we know X-Defend, she survives.
Okay. Come on! Don't crit! That's all I'm asking! I bottled every single trainer, pretty much every single trainer in the entire game. I've skipped like 3.
Alright.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, I thought you got so lucky last run. There's 2 resets on her, right?
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Actually, battling the other trainers to get you to 32 right now. Oh. That Starmie gives you a really good XP. At this point of the game. Anyone in Lieutenant Surge's gym worth fighting or not really?
No, it's all Pikachus and Voltorbs, which ironically would actually be really not helpful because then I might get hit by some Sonic Booms.
Not that Sonic Boom matters when you got 112 health.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I guess that Pikachu doesn't have, or that Raichu doesn't have Mega Kick.
Even if it had Mega Kick, what's it gonna do to you?
Very true.
Even if it had High Jump Kick, you've got such good defense and health.
If anybody's wondering why I did Surge there instead of delaying Surge to later, it's that I have such a bad track record of revisiting Surge that I just do them. I mean, it cost me like probably 15 more seconds, maybe. I don't know how much more time, but it's not that much to do them now, opposed to doing them after Rock Tunnel.
Yeah, well, because you still gotta go to Rock Tunnel, go to Silver and Sea, and you have to ride all the way back up to Surge. Because you need to use Fly. I don't think it saves you that much time, man.
So Matt didn't do all this optional training that I'm doing right now, and he also did not do the hikers in Rock Tunnel itself. And those battles are essentially getting me 1 extra level compared to him for Rival 4, so that way I outspeed the Gyarados rather than speed tying the Gyarados like he planned. Once again, riskier strats for a lower time. That's not exactly.
Really, you still have trouble hearing me? Oh,
Oh.
wow. Yeah, online boys like, oh, I can't hear John.
The problem is it's hard. I can turn you up. It would be a lot easier to turn speed down. Because if I turn you up right now, then if speed pops in, speed's gonna be like super loud. I used to have him super loud. And then I listened to my own stream and I was like, hey, he's louder than me. That seems wrong.
Can you turn me up on the actual Discord?
You're at 200% on Discord. You've been at 200% since I met you on Discord.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Most people I meet on Discord, I usually turn them up to 200%.
How about now? Is that better? Or about the same?
I can't tell. I turn everybody up to 200%. I'm not the guy to ask.
All right. How about now, guys? Well, there.
Did you put the mic closer to your mouth then, I assume?
No, just change the triggers. I don't know what triggers.
I know on my Go XLR, I can turn my sound up at will. I can turn my sound up whenever I want. I always keep it about 2/3 of the way at the top. So that way, if anyone's like, hey, you're not loud enough, I can just turn myself up real quick. It's like a tiny slider. Best piece of streaming equipment I ever bought. Go XLR is the best. Problem is how expensive it was. Oh, bro, I would wait until it goes on sale like I did. Normally I think it's $500, but if you wait for it to go on sale, I think you can get it for like $350. Or you can just not. It's really expensive, and how should I put it? You know how you can buy a better microphone?
Yeah.
And it has a different kind of cable for the better microphones. Like, it doesn't use USB. Like, you need a, like, you ever use an amplifier?
Yeah.
For a guitar? Actually, don't you play guitar?
No, I don't.
I saw one on your the back of your. Well, anyways, but you know how the guitar has a cable?
You saw a tennis racket at the back. I don't have a guitar.
But anyways, you know how a guitar has a different cable? Well, so the cable is the same for the microphone. The same one as the guitar. So the Go XLR, you plug that cable into the back of the Go XLR. So it's probably better if you have a better microphone or plan on getting a better microphone.
Well, since everyone's had trouble with hearing me, I might consider getting a better microphone. I brought this like 6 years ago when I was going podcasting. Seemed to work all right. It's just a Yeti.
Yeah, that's a good intermediate microphone. My brother has a Yeti microphone, and he likes it. It's a good everyday person microphone. I would not say it's the best for streamers, but it's good for everything else.
What does Speed use? Does he use anything special?
He also uses it's either Yeti or Snowball, one of those two. But he also uses essentially the intermediate microphone.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, he's got different job than we do.
True. plus he just brought himself a new PC last year.
Oh yeah.
He's probably not looking. Honestly, his PC's probably far better than both yours and mine. Combined.
No, I think mine. I upgraded like 2 years ago to my brother's old computer, and he's a PC guy, and he also bought everything like he waits for like the greatest sales, and sometimes he just overpays. Real tech guy. I bought his computer off of him, so my computer is quite nice, but I think it's basically on the same level as Speed's. Speed's also bought quite nice stuff.
Wow.
I think graphically they're like the same, but stream wise mine is better. By stream wise I mean like CPU and memory. But I think graphically ours is close, but I think his might actually be slightly better. I think he had like a 480 or 470. I have the 3090.
To be fair, you also put mic closer to your mouth than I do.
Well, okay, but I can do that though. This is so. That's one of the things about this microphone. It has something called a condenser. Because if you don't put a condenser turning the volume up, you actually can't hear shit. This microphone is like super. You know when something picks up on everything?
Yeah.
So it picks up on everything, so it has to amplify it. Oh crap! I forgot to go. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta.
You get fresh water.
No. I need the nugget. Like I won't be able to. I won't be able to get all the vitamins. Sensitive, exactly. And I'm using the same microphone that Scott recommended to me. It was like $250. The problem.
How much is Yep.
Good. The problem with when you buy a microphone of this quality is then you have to buy all new equipment because it uses the different cable that I mentioned. So you have to buy the stuff that works with the cable, all that.
I was going to say, how much XP you reckon Giovanni would actually give you?
I don't know what you mean.
In Cell on C, how much XP?
Oh, 8,500?
Is that worth it? Because you said you're always trying to speed rival.
Oh, that one. Oh, no, I was thinking the one, the last Giovanni.
Oh, you're thinking you'll go.
It's not about the XP that Giovanni gives. It's the amount of trainers I have to beat to get to him.
Is it just one trainer?
Well, there's two in front of his office alone.
You're right.
If I recall, one of them's got like Ekans Arbok, and the other one's got Sandshrew Ekans.
Yeah. Hey, Zillapon.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
What's up? How did Stompy do?
Absolutely ludicrously good. The over-under was set for 2 hours. We got 1 hour and a half.
Awesome. Hey, that is really good.
It one-shots everything, so even though it has to do significantly more training than everything else, the training just doesn't take as long.
That's the Machamp thing. Like, if you play like Machoke or Machamp, it's probably the same way. Right?
Well, the thing is,
I mean, Machamp is obviously a much better Pokemon, but I haven't played Machoke yet. I imagine it's the same, where you just have to overlevel, but you train really fast.
I actually just recently redid my Machamp, and I got like really, really close to Scott's time. He's got the whole no encounters thing in Mount Moon, so it's not exactly comparable, but very, very close.
Nice.
Which is like 40 minutes or 39
Which is
minutes.
like a really fast, that's a really fast time. Yeah.
They
really
basically don't have to train.
In yellow, he does.
Well, I'm talking about red. Scott recently played it in red too.
Yeah, I'm guessing Machoke maybe just having 30 less attack probably would need a little bit more training, but compare that to Machop, man. Chop, that was pretty bad, wasn't it, Steve?
Oh, Zealous, what do you think about what I said about... So, Ghastlies in here are usually always bad training. However, the one guy on the final floor with the 2 single Ghastlies, there's a Ghastly trainer with 3 Ghastlies. And the Ghastlies aren't that bad of an XP yield, so that guy might be worth it on runs that need a lot of XP.
That is, it's a good question, but I have not run a lot of bad Pokemon, so
This
I actually
guy.
have like less experience with that.
Because...
By the way, you missed the HP up.
Oh, I did? Darn it. Okay, well, hopefully we don't die by 1 HP at some point.
But I mean, obviously, I agree that usually the Ghastlies are pretty trash experience, but there's probably a tipping point where you're playing a bad enough Pokemon where it's worth it.
Well, it's the reason why they're bad. It isn't even because of the XP yield is a 92. Like, you can see in my overlay, there's a base XP in the top right. You can see Zubat's a 54. It's like one of the worst in the entire game. But Ghastly is like 90 something. 100 is I want to say the point where it's kind of worth the training. But like that Golbat there was 170. But
Do you know off the top of your head what like a coughing or a wheezing are?
I want to say they're like 110, 114. Coughing.
For wheezing or
Oh,
coughing?
coughing right there is...
Because wheezings, I think, is really good.
Oh yeah.
But
One
I
of the
don't
best
know,
Pokemon
like-
to train off of is
Ponyta,
Ponyta.
Rapidash.
Yeah. Absolutely
Yeah.
ludicrous. I don't know who's like, hey, Ponyta is just gonna be one of the best entire Pokemon XP yield wise in the game, next to like Chansey.
Yeah, like, why is Chansey so high?
Like non-fully evolved XP yields. It's still, not better than the Golbat. Oh crap. I need a heal for Earthquake.
Expensive.
We were talking about something earlier.
Ah. Alright, training. You said you were gonna go the
We're not doing training. We're basically just grabbing Earthquake and leaving. The reason why we're grabbing Earthquake is so that way we can do the training on Cycling Road. But
Yeah,
we don't
you
have
said
enough
you were gonna
PP
use
unless we have
Cycling Road.
Earthquake.
But you said in this one that you were considering going the Fighting Dojo before Koga?
Yeah, I just don't know when.
Some XP or
I
something?
don't know when the Fighting Dojo is worth it.
You should do Silph
You said
training
I'll-
now, right? While you're here.
Yeah.
My level and speed is just too low.
Mm.
Okay. Because Fighting Dojo is probably worth it.
With
now that you've
really-
got Earthquake.
With really bad Pokemon where you have expected training, you want to do the trainers in order of kind of level. So what I mean by that is, like, right now the lowest training that I can do is like this Cycling Road is a lower level training than Sylph.
Okay.
So like, there will be Pokemon in Sylph that I one-shot last time that I won't one-shot this time, unless I do Cycling Road first.
Wait, but why aren't you fighting the cyclers then?
I'm getting Earthquake PP.
He is.
Like the Grimer guy and the Wheezing guy on Route 16
Yeah.
are pretty
I
good.
just went to get the PP up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if he doesn't go, he forgets.
Dang it. I like to have my most useless move in the third slot or my most redundant move in the third slot.
Makes sense.
I like to have my most important move in the top slot so I can override it on instant text.
You'll get used to that. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, you won't get used to that. What you actually get used to is knowing where the level ups are, so that way you expect the level up.
Yeah. This guy's good XP.
Yeah, there's another guy below this guy that has a muck, but we're about to do all the guys up here. On the bright side, I kind of have a good idea what Pokemon require what moves now. Like, I know I can save Earthquake PP by knocking out the Grimers with Body Slam. I also don't know where to use Rock Slide at all in this route. Okay. All Coughings and Wheezings need to be knocked out with Earthquake or Dig.
You probably don't teach Rock Slide until Lorelei, maybe, right?
Oh, I already have it.
No, he's already got it.
It's for all flying Pokemon. Basically,
Ondrill's not really worth
Pit-
keeping.
it's pretty much for Pidgeotto and Pidgeot. Almost
Right.
almost
Yeah, that's true.
exclusively.
There's Pidgeot and Gyarados.
Yes. All the Gyaradoses I've used it on so far, I agree. All right, now there's Muck
Now
Guy.
you're gonna go.
We did miss one trainer on the route last time. So there's a guy on the right, like the bottom part of the right side, that has, I think, 4 fighting Pokemon.
I guess you could do it now since you've got enough people.
Well, I just forgot about him entirely last time. I'll do him but I gotta battle the guy with the whole bunch of Coughings and Wheezings first. Okay, let's see. That leaves me with 1 Earthquake, 4 Digs. That'll be way more than enough. Okay.
Yep.
This guy. Oh, actually, it looks like he doesn't have 3 to 4 fighting Pokemon. He's got the 2 evolved ones. Got it.
Cool.
The guys over here, right here, are okay training. The problem is they just don't have enough Pokemon. Like, one of them, I think, has Spearow Pidgey, and the other one has got 1 Fearow. And I think the other one's got 2 Spearow and 1 Fearow. Like, that guy's probably worth it, but that guy's, like, the bottom. Which requires walking through so much grass. Can I take a protein? Nope. Okay, so last time I did self-training here, I have written down 47.
If you go the flying Joe now,
Okay.
that would be pretty easy to train.
No! Okay, well, that was an emergency. That was my emergency.
Super repel.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Welcome, Pharaoh Atem. Welcome to the stream. We're just playing the game with a single Rhyhorn. Hoping to beat our last run.
Was that on your
Vertical.
Was that on your mobile one?
Yeah, the vertical one.
Yeah. Hey.
Are we going to be using Horn Drill?
No. No, we can't outspeed anything. No, this is our next move change is we're turning Dig into Mimic for Rival 6, and then we're turning Mimic into Rest at the champion.
But Mimic can mimic agility, and then you can outspeed things.
Well, yes, that's what we're doing for Rival 6.
And then you horn drill them.
And we orange rolled them. Yep. All right. I am gonna head straight for the 9th floor. So do you know about this trick where you can skip past that guy? Look, you can't normally walk here, but you can walk right past him.
That's so
Wait, how did
weird.
you skip them?
So if you turn the corner very quickly, either his draw distance doesn't work immediately or he's not spawned in immediately. One of those two things happens.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
for a very fraction of time, you could walk right past him in that one spot. It's very helpful when you're like poisoned and you're like, oh no, I have no way to get to the heal girl immediately.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see. I can take the calcium on the 7th. I can take the HP up on the 6th. That's it. All right, well, we're about to work our way up the floors. It's gonna be a while. Oh, I just realized something.
What?
I forgot to get the EV.
Oh well.
That means we're gonna be doing early rival 5 again. That means we definitely need all of the training in here, except for the 11th floor. That guy
Well,
doesn't exist.
well, you're going back to Koga anyway, right?
Yes, we do Koga first. Yes.
That badge boost helps so much.
I mean that, or we could just go get the.
Oh, I guess you could just go get the Eevee straight after this.
Because I mean,
Not really
we
gonna make
did.
that much of a difference.
We don't one shot that the Venusaur. It is kind of a range, but it also doesn't really look like that much of a range. Like it's a really lucky range. So I mean, like for like the amount of levels that Blaine and his trainers and the mansion will give me will definitely get me where I need to be.
I'm just gonna go for a bit.
Haha, I finally got a use for that. Stupid max ether was in my inventory the whole game last time. One of these rooms, like floors, there's a middle room with a whole bunch of pedestrians, and in the middle of the room with the pedestrians there's a rocket. I don't know what floor it is. This one. 5th floor. Got it. Okay. I have it written down. Rival 5 is at 51, so we still have quite a bit of training to do. We still have the Koga.
That must be for an outspeed, right? Level 51.
For Rival 5, yes, it is to outspeed the Gyarados by 5, but more importantly, to outspeed the Venusaur by like 2.
Nice.
Myself 5 times. Okay. Oh. Okay, I am running out of items. We're on the 7th. I need to move up 2 floors to heal. Back down to the 7th. 8, 7. The 7th floor is like the best training. This guy right here is probably the single best trainer in here other than Rival 5. Oops. There's also another trainer right here. He's got 2 fully evolved Pokemon. This is why it's the single best floor for training, is just a lot of fully evolved Pokemon. I can't remember what... Oh, I'm out of calciums. Darn it. I should have went to the 7th floor earlier. Now I can't take the calcium. I can't remember what this guy has. Okay, actually, that's exactly what I thought he had. All right, now 7. All right, 8.
Yeah, that guy has decent experience for grass types because they're there anyway picking up Swords Dance. So if you have like Razor Leaf or something, you can just one shot. And the Sandslash gives pretty good experience.
You can actually shortcut to that guy from, I believe, the 3rd or the 5th. Like, he's actually on the way of the routes. I just don't remember what the teleporter goes to, and I don't feel like finding out.
Yeah, it's the 5th floor top teleport.
All right, there's 2 more trainers left, I believe, that I need to do. On the 9th floor, there's this guy who usually kind of sucks. Not sucks. The other guy who sucks. The guy facing left of the trainer with the Machoke.
Did you fight the guy on the 8th floor already with the 2 fully evolved Pokemon? He's really good.
8th floor good trainer?
Right there, that guy that you just walked by.
Okay.
I guess you got him. Yeah, he's got like a Weezing and a Golbat.
All right, there's only 1 more trainer left. Then we're heading to Koga. Okay, never mind. There is no more trainers. I thought there was somebody over there. All right. Interesting. We must have battled a few extra trainers in Sylph this time compared to last time, because we are probably going to be an extra level higher than last run. Always stay in front of this guy. He's actually he's equivalent to a Victory Road Pokemon. He's got a Victory Road Hypno with Psychic. His Hypno is equivalent to the 4 Psychic Pokemon Hypno in Victory Road.
Did you play Scott's ROM hack by any chance?
What
His
did-
end of the year, like thank you ROM hack at the end of last year.
Not ringing any bells. What did he do to it?
Well, he made it like with custom gym leaders and stuff. But he made that Hypno guy a level 100 Hypno.
I remember hearing about it. I did not play it though.
That's what it feels like when you run into him by accident. Like he may as well be level 100 because it's like a horrifying Hypno to run into by accident.
Yeah, I mean, it's got Psychic. Okay. We have way more speed than necessary for this guy. The Weezing's got 64 speed. Okay, I've written sound 64 because that's what's needed to outspeed. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go get the Vaporeon so that way we can be a slightly higher level for Rival 5 this time and not get devastated by the...
What level you needed for Rival 5? It wasn't at 51?
It's not about the level. We're already good enough to outspeed. It's the knocking out the Venusaur in one hit. Right now, it's a low range. I would much rather just one-shot it.
Yeah, you'd rather be like level 53.
Because if I'm going to do the training anyways, I might as well just do it early. It cost me a little bit of time here to get the Vaporeon.
Right.
I like this Vaporeon strat better than the old Gym Leader Matt catch a Poliwag strat, because the Poliwag strat requires me to have Pokeballs and a rod in my inventory the whole game. Right.
Yeah, I guess the rod doesn't go away.
My own stupidity sometimes amazes me. Of course, I haven't done Erica.
Did you
What?
forget? Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. That's always painful. Because you never remember until you try to go to the Warden's house or Giovanni's gym.
Yep. It's been a long time since I did the Giovanni one gym. I usually, whenever I forget whenever Giovanni's gym says it's closed, it's usually because of Sabrina. For me.
Hmm.
Because I forget Sabrina more often than anything. Ironically, it's always because I'm like, oh, I'm actually tied with Ike. And it's like, oh, Ike has beaten Sabrina. You haven't beat Sabrina, you dummy. Okay, let's see. I got 6 digs, 2 more Pokemon here, 3 more Pokemon on the other trainer. I think I can beat the other ones because they're fire types. Okay, yeah, I'll have enough. This guy, I believe, has fire types. Yep. Alright.
Easy.
Yep. And then the last trainer has, hey, welcome back, a Magneton and 2 Magnemites, I believe. Nope, Magneton.
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know any of these trainers, like what they have. I just know that they give bad experience.
The other trainer, the one that's in front of the Carbos, he doesn't give bad XP. He's got Magneton and Electrode, which is good XP. It's just it's too late in the game to matter.
Yeah. It's still not great, right? It's like if you're playing a good Pokemon, you don't ever fight them.
Right. You're playing a mediocre Pokemon that does require a little bit of training. He's not bad. So this
Just
guy,
slow growth,
so
right?
these first 2 trainers, if you have a Pokemon with a ground move, not bad, because this trainer's got a Ninetales and 2 Pokemon. Again, the other 2 Pokemon don't give a lot of good XP, but it's the fact that it gives a Ninetales plus 2 Pokemon. It's more of the time factor, because the rest of the trainers in here have the same problem as the Pokemon Tower. There's just not a lot of Pokemon. This guy sucks in general. Oh, honestly, the first 4
The
are
only other
probably
guy
worth
that's
it.
decent is this single Rapidash guy.
Why?
He's decent. It's like 1600 experience or something for one Pokemon.
Yeah, but
it did
it's,
suck because no one else on the team, but not bad.
the animation, like the starting animation, takes so long that like the one Pokemon trainers that kind of suck. I don't know a good
I mean, I
ratio
agree,
yet.
but like, let's look at this one. Like, this Vulpix gives 500, and then that's another 500. Like, you'd have to fight 3 of those things
like
to
look
make
at
one
look at the
Rapidash.
top right. The whole entire trainer XP yield is 1200. So yes, you're definitely right. Do I think I can beat? Am I that?
You burn.
Do I have that many balls? Do I think I could beat Plain while burned?
Well, you still one-shotting them.
Wow, that
Wow.
is some sick attack. I really thought I 2-shot all of them.
The only one you didn't one shot was Arcanon. That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yep.
Now rival 5.
Yep.
You've done a lot more training than last time against him, so this should be a one shot.
I like it when you actually do the training and you can just go straight to the 3rd floor. You don't have to go like step your way through the 5th.
True.
Makes me wonder if we could have used a couple rare candies in front of Misty, you know?
Bro,
No.
you need the each of the rare candies is saving me like 12,000 XP or so. 12,000, 15,000 XP. So using 3 early candies is like losing out on 30,000 XP.
Completely
But I
different
think you'll
from
agree
the
that's
last.
Like, not the right way to think about
You cut out.
it, because you also are not getting very much experience. How many trainers did you have to fight to go from level 30 to 31?
I have no idea.
Like, it was a lot, right? I'll go back and watch. I'll go back and watch your
The
video at
thing
that
is,
point and see how many trainers we had to fight to get one level.
They're one shots though. It's not like we're playing Psyduck where everything just kind of is a struggle from beginning from start to end.
Sabrina.
No, but you get my point, right? So, like, if it, let's just say it took
Yes.
you 7
Yes.
trainers
These
from
are-
level 30 to 31.
Yes, these are good Pokemon strats. Bad Pokemon, not so much.
Well, not
and
necessarily,
what-
because, like, we haven't fought, like, awful trainers. Like, we haven't, like, fought bird catchers yet or something, right?
No.
So you have, like, kind of okay options here.
Crap.
So I'm
A
still not
Rockslide.
sure, like,
Oh.
how to be.
I mean, I fought a lot of awful Pokemon. Like I fought the trainer with like the Growlithes and whatnot. It's just that I haven't fought like the most awful Pokemon. The ones with like just Pidgeys and just Spearows and whatnot. I do know to avoid them. Oh,
Right.
There's a trainer, the trainer that you said you cut the tree to go around. That might be the worst trainer in the whole game. It's just Pidgeys and Rattatas, and that is the whole team of 4. And the thing is, those four Pokemon give less yield than the wild Pokemon on that route.
Oh, no.
It's truly a next level embarrassing.
All right.
So, like,
This is the end game now.
I yield you have more experience. I think it's a valid question, right? Like, how bad is
You cut off at how
Oh.
bad.
and how bad was it? I want to go back and watch and see, like, oh, okay. So wait, what level do you need to get to? It's like 59 or something before you use rare candies. What level was it?
59 if you get 12 candies, 60 if you don't. Looks like we're
Okay, so like 59 or 60. Okay, let's just say you had to
Well,
get to level 59, right?
It's 11.
What we have to
games
compare is your
before you
worst
level
trainers.
Um,
We'd have to compare like the worst trainers you had to fight to go from 58 to 59 versus like the candies that you could have used earlier, like right before Misty, and compare like, okay, how inefficient was that last level?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess the argument would be like, you use early rare candies, you do more training at Victory Road. That's what you're getting into, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting to. It's like, okay, I see that we're already at like level 58. So if we had done the same run, but then we just fight several Victory Road trainers,
so it's
like,
60.
could we have used the candy
so
earlier and done
the
all the same stuff?
The 59 assumes you get the power plant candy, which we've just decided not to.
Okay, sure. So like level 60 then.
But like, okay, could you have gone to like level 58 instead and got 2 levels in Victory Road, and then
what you were
I feel like
arguing
that
with
would be
speed with
faster.
was back
and then use the game?
was a very different argument because we were basing it off of Gym Leader Matt's run, and Gym Leader Matt's run, he did all of the Victory Road trainers. I just decided to push the trainers earlier so that way I could do more outspeeding. Crap. Okay, well, running out of earthquakes was very, very stupid. Should not have done that.
You use dig on this guy.
Yeah.
An earthquake from this one.
Dang it.
Wasteland.
That's all right now. I was lining up my dig and his dig very incorrectly.
Man, badge boosters make such a difference.
Rhyhorn should get hardened.
Agreed. Why does it get both Tail Whip and Leer? Make one of them harden. Oh, hold on.
Exactly.
Oh, Mimic.
Yeah, we need
We're not going
agility.
for the red candy and power plant this time around.
No, we're just gonna get training in Victory Road.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, based on our XP though, we are gonna set up on Rhyhorn instead of setting up on Pidgeot.
Okay. Fine.
I've done that before. It makes sense. Just mimic it and then knock it out.
Thank you. Last time we had a very, very awkward level up. We leveled up right in front of Venusaur, so we got hit by some Razor Leafs. Honestly, using one of the candies before this
I
battle
imagine you lost that.
could have fixed a lot if we had just used one of the candies there and just battled more Victory Road trainers, just so we'd have a more consistent rival 6. Okay, well, we're already level 60, so 48 out.
Right. You got 9 minutes to.
You see what I'm saying? We could have gotten a couple levels here in Victory Road.
Yeah, we
Some candies before Misty.
oops.
I get the sense that you probably want to win this again. You know, you want to play it third time? Third
No.
time's the charm.
No. We're not in it for shaving off seconds here. We're in it for shaving off a handful of minutes. That's all good with me.
SN screw really, and Vaporeon is really throwing you out.
It is. I picked up the Lapras and I don't even need the Lapras now because I have a Sandshrew. See, I can use all my candies now, or I can do one trainer. I can't remember what trainer gives
Do the Chansey
enough
guy.
XP. No, the Chansey trainer's got a Dugong.
Probably the one with the Blastoise and the Kangler
no.
and
Okay, this guy won't give enough,
The
but I do know for a fact I can crush him, and then I can
Yeah.
crush the trainer right next to the ladder.
Yep.
This guy.
Mr. Mime, is it?
No,
Nice.
Mr. Mime is
you can
up
probably
and
one
around the
shot the
corner.
one with the Victory Bell.
This Golduck is not a high enough level in order to have Hydro Pump. It's funny how many of the water Pokemon do not get Hydro Pump until the 50s. There's a water Pokemon guy here at the end of the cave that great XP yield. The Kingler has got Crab Hammer, which is the strongest water move on the entire team. The Tentacruel does not have a good water move, and the Blastoise does not have a good water move.
You probably outspeed a one shot the Tentacruel, right?
Yeah, it's the Kingler that
It's weak to
I
ground.
watched Gym Leader Matt lose against, so I'm not taking the risk. that I just don't get a good range on the Kingler?
The Kingler has really high defense, I think. Yeah, really high defense on the
Yep.
Kingler.
All right. All right.
Alright,
We can
candy
use
area
all of the
only.
candies. See, Matt got like 20 resets on here, and to be fair, he didn't deserve 20 resets. He got 3 Slowbro water gun crits. But if he had just arrived at a higher level like I am, then he could just use his candies before Lorelei instead of before Lance. Because the whole key is to have over 108 speed
Mhm.
for Lance's Gyarados. We already have that now.
Yeah, because that Hydro Pump is probably going to one-shot you. You're level 90 or something.
Yeah, we need to have over 109 speed. 108. But these extra 10 levels, they help a lot with Lorelei. Now we don't have to get a miss on Cloyster. We can just one-shot it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they get a crit blizzard, you've won.
Well, last time we got it, I think we can probably do it with Earthquake, yeah. Last time we got a Rock Slide miss. Oh my god, we got another Rock Slide miss. Unbelievable.
Double miss.
No matter how much effort we put into everything, we still cannot stop 10% miss chance.
Yeah, you got a reset there last time, but this time you didn't.
Yeah, because she got a Blizzard miss. Which is equally as likely as
Actually,
the Rock Slide miss.
With three badge boosts, Earthquake might have one-shot there.
Yeah, I'm not taking that risk. I'll take the 10% miss over the maybe it might range. I'm not taking, I don't know.
I don't know either. I was just
Yeah,
thinking
same.
with the higher level and stab, like there's a decent chance.
Every time that uses, I told John this is how we lose. The only way to lose is to basically fall asleep. Doesn't matter how many times I hit myself, because I hit myself for a very small amount of damage. It's basically just falling asleep.
Mm-hmm. And Dream Eater. Psychic Dream Eater.
Yeah, well, her move selection is random, so falling asleep and Dream Eater is kind of unlikely for her. Okay,
Tell
now
that to the Rapidash I just played.
Question is, did the extra 1 level we got in Victory Road compared to last run, does that result in a level up prior to the Dragonite now? Because I needed to result in a level up after the Dragonite. Go. Mimic. Agility. The only way to lose this is to really get supersonicked and hit yourself a bunch of times on the Aerodactyl. Perfect.
And Yellow could Blizzard you.
We don't think about that. All right. Mimic. One of these days I'll get in the habit of moving the full restores and elixirs to the front. Today's not that day. Okay. All right, we basically just need 2 to 3 tail whips on the Rhyhorn. At this point, I'm not paralyzing it. That was a mistake. 1, 2. Okay, that animation may take a little too long. I probably should just sleep. Come on, one more. We know one more is fast enough. No, stop it. One more. We know one more is enough to knock out the Venusaur. We don't know if 2 is enough. Thank you. I'm not taking uncertainties. All right. Well, we saved 2 minutes off of the previous run.
Nice.
Probably could have saved 3 minutes if I had gotten the Vaporeon at the right time. Probably could have saved a little bit more if I had done the correct amount of XPing, because I did a little bit more XPing the second time. Regardless, we didn't really move up a slot in the leaderboard, but you know what? We feel better about our slot now. 128. 128. Oh, actually, that puts us with Dratini. Faster or slower? 547. 544. Nope, same slot. We just moved further ahead of Psyduck. It's down there with some pretty bad runs. But considering I went into this run thinking it was going to be worse than Venonat, coming out of this run being better than Psyduck is definitely an improvement I'm happy with. There's still so many bad Pokemon left. If you're not really familiar with the list, I can show you how many Pokemon I have left.
All right, is it prediction time? What's the best Pokemon you have left? Who's going to put up the best time?
Oh,
of the remaining
it's hands down
Pokemon?
Poliwag.
Oh, you still have Poliwag on there.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
saving it.
Yeah.
There's some Pokemon I've been saving in here for like a bad week. Like I'm just not feeling good this
Yeah.
week. Let's put good Pokemon on the poll. Like Haunter and Poliwag are basically the best two left. Where's Rhyhorn?
Haunter's probably faster than Poliwag, right? I think so.
It's hard to say. Poliwhirl is just that much better statistically, so probably. Did I already remove it, or am I blind? Where's Rhyhorn? Oh, it's right at the end. Got it. Okay. So there is 37 Pokemon
I wouldn't
left.
have high hopes. I wouldn't have high hopes for Dragonair there.
You know, I've already done Dratini. How much worse can it be?
Well, it's going to be better than Dratini, but it's not going to be good.
Agreed. I'm dreading Execute, Coughing, Diglett, Pidgey.
Diglett won't be that bad. Diglett's fast, high crit rate.
I'm actually looking forward to Caterpie through Kakuna. And I'm looking forward to Magikarp. I know you think they're impossible, but we're going to be backporting the future version. Since the Gen 1 versions are impossible, we're backporting the versions that are possible.
I see.
I have already done Weedle, but unfortunately I did it with instant text, so that was cheating. We'll backport it without instant text. But the difference is Weedle through Kakuna are going to have Caterpie and actually I think all of them have Electroweb and Bug Bite. Metapod and Kakuna will have both Harden and the Metal Harden, whatever that thing is, the one with 2 stages. Those will be interesting because they actually reduce the attack, as you can see. They reduce the attack, so it actually gets worse. Iron Defense, yeah, that's it. So it actually gets worse statistically, so it really, really needs the badge boosting, but any amount of badge boosting is going to go from 25 to 35, no problem. So I think Kakuna and Metapod will trounce Caterpie and Weedle, but I'm looking forward to seeing how much. And then Magikarp, it's going to start with Bounce and Hydro Pump. So that's going to be good. Not really sure how good bounce will be. 10 attack, not thinking too good. But yeah, that's it. 37 runs left. Leaderboard is already, I want to say it's the most filled up of anybody who has a leaderboard. I don't know if anybody.
I think so.
I think
Scott's about 30 off from yellow.
Oh, okay. So he's basically the same distance, a little bit further than me in yellow. But Scott also
pretty
doesn't plan
comparable.
on doing the backport for the impossible ones. I think it would be fun if he did it though, just because since they're impossible, you might as well do something to make them possible. Otherwise, they're just gonna sit there as impossible.
I think Scott also has like, of those 30, I think like 10 of them are ones that he's done before, but he's just like, they're too old, so he feels like he has to go back and do them again.
Yeah. I have that too. If you look at Charizard on the leaderboard, there's a little X by this level 62. That means rerun. There aren't a lot of X's. I have not done a lot of reruns, but like for instance, Dragonite there at 44. I think that was at like 110. Now it's 48. It's a pretty big difference. So if you're wondering why some of these Pokemon are so low, it's because it was before I used the bike, and also before I changed the clicking speed. The clicking speed used to be at like 10 clicks a second, or 10 milliclicks a second. Now it's the 3 milliclick, or other way around. The option was 10 milliclicks. Now it's 3 milliclicks, so it's clicking like 3 times faster than it used to. And you think, oh, that's not that much if it's 6 clicks a second versus 10 clicks a second. No, 6 clicks a second versus 20 clicks a second. Yeah, I think that's a pretty big difference. Now the lines churn way faster. So it's all these old runs are kind of invalidated thanks to the bike and the click speed.
Plus you make less mistakes, your parking's better.
Right,
blah, blah, blah.
right. Exactly. I just know what trainers to train. Like for instance, a lot of these bottom trainers, like let's say Golem, I would battle Giovanni's trainers. Whereas now I would just go into a battle, not Giovanni, sorry, Blaine's trainers, the bad ones. I would just go in with Harden, be like, all right, well, I'm gonna be 90% of the way to a level up for, like, let's say Rival 5, and then set up on the second Pokemon. Whereas back then it was like, oh, well, I just need to be faster. I just need to be stronger. I just need to do more training. So I just have a better sense for badge boosting now too.
Yeah, Golem needs a massive improvement, but wow, that Rhyhorn really improved this run. It's right behind Executor.
That's embarrassing. I remember Executor being so very bad, but here's the thing. I remember it being bad because I had to train to like level 15 or something with just Barrage.
Yeah.
I think that was the bad part.
That's,
it also doesn't get a move. Like, it doesn't get a move at all until like Body Slam, I think. So you pretty much just have to beat the whole game with Barrage at that point, which is just, it's bad.
painful.
I think it would honestly be like, at that time I think I beat Misty with Barrage, and I think I bet it would be faster to go get Body Slam as early as humanly possible. Go get the
I don't think you learn Body Slam, do you? I don't think it gets Body Slam. I think you get Stomp in like the late 20s.
It's been so long. I don't ever want to redo it.
Yeah, it's a painful one.
Oh my god, it doesn't.
Oh,
that's...
You have to get double edge.
Oh.
It's Dream.
Oh, that is certainly some food for thought.
Yeah. Until you get psychic, you'll just
Oh man, that is
Hypnosis Barrage, gone for 28.
you don't really get a move until 28. I do not see a move till 28. I think what you would have to end up doing is what you do with Rhyhorn, just train, because can you imagine beating the exploding hiker with I guess you would just have to rest, explode.
Yep.
But then what is your reward for the rest explode? I guess you could go get psychic then.
Yeah. Once you get psychic, you're golden.
Yeah. Once you get to Ceylon Sea, you're sweet, because then you get the fresh water, you go straight to Saffron, you get psychic, you go Erica's Gym, you get Mega Drain, and then you don't have to worry. You don't even have to use rest for the rest of the game, so you've got Mega Drain psychic. I guess you could go double edge, just make a Pidgeot faster, use Mega Drain on the Rhyhorn.
It's funny to think Execute gets sleep powder. Oh wow, it doesn't even get Mega Drain.
What?
Yeah, no Mega Drain for Execute.
Mega Drain?
Look, unless I mean, to be fair, Pokemon DB is notorious for being wrong. So it could. We should be checking Cerebi. I was just too lazy.
Cerebi says Mega Drain.
Okay, see, I told you, Pokemon DB is notorious for being wrong with movesets.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless.
No, that's Execute or not Execute, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Regardless, we're knocking off the bad Pokemon one by one. I looking forward to getting rid of some of these really, really bad ones.
What's the bad ones you're looking forward to get knocked off?
Zubat, Diglett,
I'll be paying.
Execute. Where's Abra?
It's really bad.
Abra.
Yeah.
Have I not done coughing? Really? Or, sorry, drowsy. Have I not done drowsy? Wow. I feel like I have, but oh well.
Coughing will be bad.
Yeah, so it's those 5 are the ones that I dread the most, especially Abra. Playing an hour to beat Brock is just bad. Oh, right, Geodude, just
Geodude will be like today.
Interestingly enough, I don't fear Mankey, but I just redid Primeape, and Primeape, it was like, it's one of those Pokemon that's like this close to being like great, but it just needs a little bit of training. Like, it just needs to be another level higher, and like every single battle it's a little frustrating. So Mankey would be that, but just lesser.
Vulpix is going to be another painful one. But not so much Ponyta, but Vulpix will.
Do you allow yourself to use the dig paralysis glitch?
If it's an accident, I don't go for it on purpose like Speed. I don't even know how it works. All I know is the thing.
Oh, it's easy how it works. It's just
we just recently did Pidgeotto, and that was Speed strat for being Lorelei, and basically my opinion on it is, if you're put in a situation where you can use it naturally, sure, but if your strat is to do it, no. It's like going into Lorelei. It should not be your strat going to Lorelei. You'll never be paralyzed. You'll never not be full HP at Lorelei. But if it happens for like Bruno, not Bruno. If it happens for like Surge, so be it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. If you allow it, just as a blanket, it's going to turn into like your entire mid to late game for bad Pokemon. Like Pidgey can go sub-hour with the fly paralysis glitch. And it's just
I
like
heard
it's
about
'cause you
that,
don't train at all.
and then I saw Scott's run, and I'm like, Scott got an hour 40. Who got the hour? And then I'm like, I think I know exactly who. It's probably Red Riosity. or-
Actually, it was Sauce Monkey,
Oh,
but he is a guy in Scott's Discord.
What you get that with PGE? An hour. Who else you have left up top?
oh, the starters.
Okay.
I think
Ekans is gonna be.
the starters will be fine.
Have you
Ekans.
already gone Growlithe?
Arbok was just like Primeape. It was so close to being like a great Pokemon, but just needs an extra level or two in like every single battle. So Ekans would just be the same, but again, worse. See, Ekans is not bad because it gets Dig. If it didn't get Dig, then it would be bad.
Yeah. Jigglypuff's gonna be bad, man.
Oh boy.
Double slap and sing at the start.
Yeah. But yeah, there's quite a mixture of good and bad. That's why my polls have been mostly bad Pokemon lately, because I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. People are joining in on the streams, which is making the bad runs go a lot better. So that way, when I got medium level Pokemon like those will be fine. I'm happy to do these. They're great runs. And also met the backported ones. I'm looking forward to those, even though they're gonna be horrible. It's one of those interesting horrible that I like.
Yeah. What are you gonna use, Brian?
I like interesting horrible.
I like playing the mid-tier Pokemon. It's fun when you have to do some training and be intelligent and not just crush everything.
You get to show off your skills like today. Well, not today. Today was battle everything, but the mid-tier Pokemon, you get to show off your skills on the who to battle. You know, we'll get who's the best XP yields. Who's the what can you get away with? What speed do I need to be to outspeed? Those are fun.
There's some interesting ones. I remember you going Neuron male. And now you got female, which is probably just as bad.
As a kid, I could never get them right. As a kid, I always thought they were flip-flopped. I don't know why, but it's just that the Nidoran male just looks female, and the Nidoran female just looks male. In my brain.
I bet you're gonna get Geodude. It's gonna get better time than the Golem.
Oh no, don't say that. That's how we ended up with the current leaderboard where Gengar is ahead or behind. Oh, I don't know if Zealous Pond knew that, but yeah, Ghastly's ahead of Gengar. Did you not know that Ghastly's a better Pokemon than Gengar?
Wow, that's an incredible finding.
The Gengar is just so old.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The channel used to start with me playing the best Pokemon in the game, because that's the way to ease yourself in. You play the best ones. That's how Gen 2 started. Gen 2 is like, oh, well, just start with all the legendaries. Make the process easy.
Agree.
Anyways, we are now at 3 hours and 40 minutes. It was one heck of a stream. Did not expect everything to go the way it did. Very happy that I was able to go under the time on both of the over-unders. That's always a good sign, especially when more people usually vote over on bad Pokemon like this. Like, it's really, really hard to predict an over-under for a bad Pokemon. Like you do like a Lapras, you kind of have an idea of where it's going to be, or Vaporeon or something. but you have no idea what Rhyhorn's going to be unless you look at somebody else. I had Gym Leader Matt's run, which, but he played at 3 times speed, and his run ended at 4 hours and like 55 minutes or something. My run ended at 5 hours and 50 minutes. Now, I did more training than him, so my run would still be a higher time than his, regardless of three times speed versus 4 times speed. But I think if we converted this to 3 times speed, mine would still be at like 5:10. So regardless, his run was way better than mine. But mine was more consistent, relied a little bit less on luck. But have a nice night, guys. I will not see you on Saturday, even though my schedule says Saturday. Apparently, I was reminded there's a church thing I have to attend to that I agreed to like 6 months ago and has apparently just now popped up. So I will not be there at Saturday's stream. So I'll probably not be back until Monday. We're going to be doing Pokemon Coliseum Rental Randomizer 2. Have a nice night. Bye.